suffering will be legendary, even in hell.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Terrifically Gentle Tuesday thing we do, TOPicLESS.
I'm, of course, DeathMetalHero, and with me, as always, is my homie and compatriot, Mr. Jason Bascom. Looks like you're getting your aspartame in early, are you?
Yeah. I got my blue dye #1 in. I got that neon glow ready to go. Get it fresh. Get it
your
now.
Your insides are going to glow neon.
Sponsored today by Blue Neon dye #1.
And watch as Alzheimer's overtakes him imminently. Over the course of this show, he'll forget that he's even here.
Where am I?
Exactly. How was your weekend, man?
Yeah, it's all right. I don't remember. I didn't do anything really. I just stayed at home. But I did get a couple things in the mail. And I got a couple things in the mail. But I found this when I did catalog another long box, and I found this when I was about to catalog another one. I don't know if I showed it off before or not, but it's a cool little indie book called
Surf Crazed.
Surf Crazed. Right. Yeah, I guess it's about surfing. I don't know, dude. I don't even know why I have it, but the art's pretty dope.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, the artwork is surprisingly cool. Like, I'm like, this is actually really interesting.
Nice. All
right. So when I found that, I'm like, oh, that's pretty interesting.
Rad.
And yeah, I was like, I think it was made in the early 90s.
Okay, so, yeah, it looks like an early 90s book.
Yeah, so I found that, but then also I got this in the mail.
Oh shit. #3.
Yeah, this is the second printing to #3.
Awesome.
So not only got that, I got 2 of them.
Oh wow! All right,
I got 2 of them. I got a great deal. Bid on it on eBay, and
big money hustler.
Yeah, I got a great deal on it. So
that's rad, dude. I have I think I have a 5th printing of #1.
Oh, nice. I'm still
with the red cover.
I'm still on the hunt for a #1. I'll get one eventually, but it's just a matter of finding the right. I don't care what condition it's in. I just want it. So I have 3 and 4 second prints. I got like a couple of other later issues, but because they didn't have them at my shop. They only had like I think #4 whenever they were coming up. Plus we weren't buying them back in the mid '80s, So, but
I think the only reason why I ended up with a 5th printing of #1 is because I picked up like a long box of comics from somebody, and it happened to be in there. It's like the only time that's ever happened to me. I've gotten something like really fucking special in a long box of comics, and that just happened to be one of them.
5th printing's no joke. It's still worth quite a lot of money. So
I was just stoked because, man, when I was a kid, I fucking loved Ninja Turtles, and I always wanted some of the old stuff. But man.
I had I had a couple of trades. I think I only have one of the trades left, but I had the trades of the books. So I knew of the Turtles and how they were black and white. Like I knew that the art did influence me, but I never really had any of the original comics. So I know Plago's got like 5 copies of #1 or something ridiculous.
Of course he does,
dude. When he was there, he's like, oh man, he's like, I would have just given you one. I'm like, no, flip it. Flip one of them, dude. Don't give it to me.
Seriously.
He's psychotic. Yeah.
Nah, he's just good.
It's nice of him, but
I was like, Plago's just good peeps, man.
Not only that, they can go to Ronin when Plago passes away in 120 years.
That's right. He's 120 years or more because Plago's going to be around for a long time.
Oh yeah, with technology advancing more and more,
That's right. That's
right.
Going
to live a very long, healthy life.
Good. That's what we want. That's what
How was
we
your
want.
Weekend?
It was good, man. It was good. Finishing up commissions. I am officially on the last 2 pages of Mercenary Guild #1. So yeah, we'll be launching that campaign later on this year, probably next month, because we're gonna have to get the pages, obviously colored and then lettered. But yeah, we're close to having the first issue done, and I am super fucking stoked about that. Delivered my my She-Hulk and Captain Marvel commissions to my buddy Roger this weekend, and yeah, he absolutely loved them. Super happy to get those. Actually commissioned me to do another sketch cover for him. This one on a Johnny Quest cover. It's a commission for a Haji piece that is gonna be fun, but probably a little controversial. So I don't know if I'll do that one live on stream, but it'll be fun. But yeah, man, it was a decent weekend.
Nice.
Did some grocery shopping on Monday to get ready for Turkey Day. My grandmother's 96, and we don't want her in the kitchen. My mom doesn't cook, doesn't really like to cook, so it falls to me to cook some turkey and some mashed potatoes and mac and cheese. So yeah, that's what I'll.
Encore makes a 2-pound family size meal.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna make things with like non-GMO ingredients and healthy
get more
food.
of it, yo. That's what I say. Delicious.
Yeah. Get more, oncology problems. But yeah.
Yeah. Go see your oncologist today. Stay healthy. Stay young.
Yeah. Stay healthy. Stay young. Don't eat GMO. Exactly.
Yeah.
Organic is the way to go. For sure.
Gravy, mashed potatoes, and onions. It's delicious.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm going to be making some gravy.
Yeah. See, you're eating GMO.
No, definitely not.
Yep.
Because it's going to be organic bone broth.
You're eating all of it.
Nope.
Now you're doing it.
Don't you put that evil on me.
Don't you put that evil on me.
Don't you put that evil on me. Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to cooking. I haven't really made any of this stuff in a while, and like growing up, my mom's side of the family never really did the whole traditional Thanksgiving thing. It was they always had to do something different, like the ham and
we do ham
the creamed
Christmas.
pearl onions that my dad loved and I absolutely despised because you know what I'm talking about, the little pearl onions,
little onions, or little onions. Yeah, I like onions. I'll just eat them.
Well, I mean, I put them in my salad. I like to cook with them, but I never really got a taste for the little creamed pearl onions. But
I don't know if I've had them.
To get my favorites, which is like green bean bake and mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, and turkey. Oh, I fucking love. Well, see, I like baked mac and cheese, not the
right. But even
Kraft,
still,
but
it's a texture thing.
Oh, see, I fucking love it. Yeah. So I'm going to be making all that stuff. I'll be making all that stuff on Thursday. I got some turkey cutlets to bake up, just because it's just me, my mom, and my grandmother.
Yeah, there's no sense in getting a 20-pound turkey.
No reason whatsoever. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun.
Nice.
It's going to be fun.
Nice.
Cocktail onions. Thank you, Feline. Yeah.
Yeah, I just eat the. We used to live somewhere where there was actual woods in the backyard and stuff, but there would be wild onions that would grow, and we just pull them out and eat them. Like they're little onions. They were the little ones. So yeah, we would just pull them out and just eat the onions. Yeah, delicious.
They're good for you too. Onions are great for you.
I love onions. Yeah.
Yep.
Especially onions with red dye #1 in them. Yellow dye #5. Those are really
go
good
ahead.
for you.
It's just poison. That's just poison.
Poisonously delicious. Poison like the band. Yo.
Right. So as a palate cleanser, let's say hi to the chat.
Palate cleanser.
What's up, Haldir? Good to see you, sir. Thank you for coming to hang out.
What's up, Haldir?
Good to see you, man. Devil Flare says, "Hang on, we gonna draw tonight." That's right. That's what we do here. That's what we do here. Let's see. Hail the mighty feline. Yes, indeed. Hail the mighty feline.
Hello,
it was Angela Curry. Evening, gents. Cheers. Good to see you, Angela. Thank you for being here. And speaking of my lovely, beautiful lady, Skull, gorgeous.
Skulls. Cilantro.
Fucking fantastic episode of the Happy Hour Hangout today. A lot of fun. We were all very much a happy hour, just drinking, having fun, good time. I did absolutely terrible on the trivia. I got one right, and Jimmy wasn't even in the chat, so I can't even really blame him, even though I'm going to. So yeah,
I blame Jimmy for everything.
I blame Jimmy. Yeah, totally blame Jimmy.
I was listening to Murder, Death, Kill. So
okay, there you go. The what is it? That's from. Well, that's
Demolition
Man.
Yeah. True crime stuff. I call murder, death, kill.
Murder, death, kill. Yeah.
Murder, death, kill.
Exactly. All right, scrolling. What's up, Citizen Ronan? Good to see you, sir. Thank you for being here. Listen to the Wise Feline. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate you all being here, hanging out with us tonight. Let's see. Shake it up. Yep, exactly. Yo, Gary, what's up, Leg Kick? Good to see you, man. Thanks for saying hi over on the Facebooks. Yeah, don't very often get any interaction over on Facebook, so I appreciate you, man.
Every now and then, yeah, he's on. He watches from Facebook. I don't stream this to Facebook because I don't want my family seeing it. So
yeah, I don't give a shit. Yeah, everybody knows I'm the black sheep of the family. So
well, we are, but I don't want them to know my friends and how deplorable and degenerative they are. So
yeah, is what it is.
Well, yeah.
I ain't worried. Hit that link to sign up for the Mercenary Guild. Like I said, I'm inking up the last 2 pages of the Mercenary Guild, so that book will be coming out shortly. And let's see, I actually have an example of the Mercenary Guild stickers that are going to be available.
Oh, I thought there was an example of one of the pages. Like, that's a page for ants.
No, this is the stickers.
It needs to be at least 3 times bigger.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I'm actually really happy with the way these pages are turning out. So I think everybody's going to enjoy it. I can't wait for you guys to see it.
Yeah, I've seen some pages. They're dope.
What's up, Screaming Raven? Good to see you. Hello and good evening, everyone. Good evening, Raven. Hail.
What's up, Raven?
While you're at it, go ahead and hit that link and sign up for Frog G, the Cerberus Key.
Oh yeah, we have a campaign.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. You got a sign up page for the sequel to Frog G.
I got to email Indiegogo because they emailed me saying, "Hey, this is so and so. What's going on with the thing?" I got to email them back. I guess they just want to know because I mean it's probably like a new thing they're doing. If you have a pre-launch, they want to know how far probably you are in development and all that other stuff. So,
right.
Yeah, they're staying on top of things a little more. Maybe I don't know.
Sure.
So
probably because they've had a lot of people, complain to them about campaigns being
and not just
years
campaigns.
And years.
Yeah. There's plenty of non.
There's a lot of tech campaigns. As a matter of fact, there's a hybrid drive that I was supposed to get 2 or I've never gotten it. I'm never going to get it. Fucking assholes. I've messaged them and tried to get my money back. Never going to get it back. So be very careful when backing a tech campaign on Indiegogo, especially out of China. So whatever. Yep, it's my fault. But what up, Woodrow? Good to see you, sir. How you doing, brother?
Okori Inu.
Yeah, look at you.
Knew I was gonna get it. I knew I was gonna get. I'm getting it, Woodrow.
Good job. Hey, the aspartame and the red dye 40 hasn't gotten.
No, that's what's helping. That's what's helping. That's what's keeping my memory fresh. That's what's kicking it into gear. Eat your Fruit Loops, American-made Fruit Loops, everybody, except no substitutes.
Totally. Yep. Yeah. Gross. What's up, Silver? Good to see you, man. He says the best thing about the Mercenary Guild is that when the Mercenary Union goes on strike for safer work conditions, the Guild keeps on fighting. That is correct.
Troopers. Mm-hmm.
Cocktail onions, yes. My grandmother would make like a creamed cocktail onion side dish.
I've never heard of a creamed onion.
Yeah,
I know of onions, but I don't know.
About the pearl onions just in a cream sauce and.
That's like cream of onion soup at that point, then.
Yeah, I've never a big fan, but my dad loved them, so yeah, okay. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
What's up, K-pop?
Special K.
Good to see you. Hey, we got a Maromi in the chat as well. What's up, Maromi?
What's up, Maromi?
Welcome. Smokey! Smokey posted a video earlier today, him opening the artwork I sent him and getting the T-shirt.
Nice.
So he's repping the DeathMetalHero merch. Nice. Appreciate it, brother.
Yeah,
thank you for the shout-out. Yeah, thank you for the shout-out to both me and Feline for the happy hour hangout as well. Appreciate you, brother. Shirt looks good on you, man. Shirt looks good on you. Pearl onions battered and deep fried. No, they weren't deep fried. Nana never did the whole deep fried.
Sauce.
They're just in the cream sauce.
They're in the cream. It's like I said, it's like they make cream of mushroom soup, cream of chicken soup and stuff like that. And we use those as a substitute for, as hockey calls it, a white sauce. For like a white gravy almost is what we use those for as a substitute. So
I'll be using cream of mushroom soup for the
casserole,
green bean bake tomorrow. Yep, or not tomorrow, but I guess Thursday.
I don't like those. I just like regular green beans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, I like the green bean bake with the crunchy on top and all that.
You're allowed to like things. Yeah, okay.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. What's up, Crooked Painter? He says pearl onions like the ones they put in drinks. That is correct. Yes,
so
indeed.
I've always wondered, is it Crooked Painter like he paints things crookedly, or is he like a thief that paints?
I don't know.
Like a crooked.
Could be either
painter.
one.
He's a crook.
You know, he's a crooked painter.
Like, are his paintings all crooked in his house? Like, or when he paints a house, does he paint in diagonals?
Probably. Yep. Let's see.
I always wondered that.
Let's see. Devil Flyer says, I hate Poison. I'm guessing he's talking about the band. Alice Cooper song. It's a good Alice Cooper song. Although Feed My Frankenstein is probably my favorite Alice Cooper song. Mm-hmm. Welcome to My Nightmare, probably the best Alice Cooper album.
Listen to much Alice Cooper. I know Feed My Frankenstein, but
yeah. Well, I mean, I think everybody knows that song just because of Wayne's World.
Wayne's World.
Silver says a texture thing. Have you tried a little cross hatching or zipatone on that mac and cheese? That might help. You know?
Then I would just try to sell it. I'm not gonna ink it.
Right? Exactly.
I'm not gonna, eat it. I'll sell it.
Let's see. And Hockey, what's up, Hockey? Good to see you, man.
Is Hockey streaming from in the woods? Is he?
He's apparently first. So there we go.
Well, he's probably first in his own heart.
Sure.
I don't know who else would ever find Hockey first in their hearts.
His family?
No.
I tried messaging you on Facebook, but no answer. Oh, if that's the case, message me on Facebook and say, hey, this is Omen Screaming Raven. I don't know. I don't get on Facebook all that often, so...
Well, also... if you're not, are you like quote unquote friends on Facebook?
Oh yeah, it might be in the tried to message you. Yeah, okay, I'll have to go check, Raven. Yeah, but thank you for letting me know that you sent me something. I know to go check.
Yeah, because then they go to a totally different folder, and I never open those because it's usually all like I have no idea who these people are, and I'm not clicking.
Right.
So, yeah.
Crooked Panda says that frog book was dope. Who colored it?
Kyle Ritter.
Ugh, Jesus.
We talk about Cyberfrog, right?
Sure that mostly unfinished tech prototypes.
That is the formerly known R.I.P. Ink Spots.
Yep. The Ghost of Ink Spots is working on the sequel.
Is he though?
I don't know. Is he?
I haven't seen him in like 3 weeks, so he's probably dead.
K-pop says you can cream anything, Jason.
I'm sure K-pop knows that.
I was going to say that could be taken horribly out of context.
Okay, but, I know K-pop, and I know what she means. She's dirty. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. K-pop isn't in blue. She can have my spanner. I have no idea what that means.
Oh, it's only because I hang out with Hockey enough that I know he's talking about his wrench. He wants you to give K-pop his wrench.
Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha.
Otherwise, yes, I would be this. If I never... Yeah,
spanner in the works. Yeah, I gotcha.
In England, in Australia, and all that, they call them like spanners or spinners. Or
Like well, I mean, throwing a spanner in the works. Yeah, totally. Yeah. I get it.
So, yeah. So he wants you to give K-pop his wrench. Yeah.
Ah, gotcha. Smokey says, I did a vid on the stuff I got from Jason too, but he ghosted me on that one.
Did you? Did you?
Apparently he did. Yeah.
You got it. If you,
maybe.
I'm not on. Oh,
Billion Dollar Baby.
Wait, on Facebook?
I'm pretty sure on X.
On X. Yeah. Well, also, I tend to like get notifications and I just clear them right away instead of looking at them because I'm at work or just don't care. And so I end up getting things get buried. So I'm sorry.
It happens. It totally happens.
I'm sorry.
Crooked Painter says, I am crooked as in crippled. And a junkie thief, too. So there you go. Okay,
right, well,
so I'm guessing K-pop and both Feline and K-pop were saying both, as in, he paints crookedly and he's, a crook.
He's a crook.
Crooked. And apparently he's just crooked as in crippled. There you go. So now you know. What's up, Bancroft? Bancroft says, I was just about to make a Wayne's World joke, but I guess I won't. You can always make a Wayne's World joke. I like that movie. The first one.
Maybe he was going to make a joke about Wayne's World, as in saying it's not good.
Wayne's World, party time, excellent.
Or is he trying to say we're like Wayne's World? You're like Garth and I'm Wayne, or you're Wayne.
Party
and I'm
on,
Garth,
Wayne.
Or,
party on, Garth.
I don't know. Who would be Wayne? You would probably be Wayne. I think you would be Wayne. I'd be Garth.
Totally.
I think
sure.
I'd be Garth.
If you're good at spew into this.
Spew into this. We fear change.
Swing. Yeah. Fucking great. Yes, if you see the Iron Maiden smiley face, it's me. All right, cool. I will keep an eye out for that. Is there a bad Alice Cooper song? Probably not. No. Cold Ethel's another good one. It's a little gross, but Cold Ethel probably freaked a lot of people out when it was released originally. Let's see. Thanks, Jason. Now, where has I put my straight razor? I don't know. Oh, you got PE books for me? Oh, shit. Hell yeah, dude. You rock, man. Thank you. Cream of hot dog? Gross. Ink Spots was seen on X recently singing my praises, says Bancroft. Well, there you go. See?
I do believe that because he really is trying to suck up the Bancroft as much as possible to get back onto a poker stream to take all his money.
Okay. Well, there you go. So maybe he wasn't drunk, Citizen Ronan. He's just trying to get on the stream to, take Bancroft's money.
He's just trying to take all his money again. Yeah.
Oh. Henry Bemis says, I pop in and the first thing I read is cream of hot dog.
Yeah.
Gross out face.
Told you. That's K-pop. She's dirty. She's got a filthy mind. She's in the right chat. So there you
go. He was perfectly lucid and articulate, apparently, instead of being drunk. So there you go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because he's trying to see lucid, the lucent. See what I mean?
Like, hey, wait. We're on my channel. That's right. I got this here.
You got that. There you go. So
very good.
Yeah. So he's trying to warm up to Bancroft. Lure him in with his fat antics and take his money
to make his wallet fatter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to make his own I don't know if his wallet could ever get as fat as him, but I don't think anything.
I mean, he can try.
I don't think that's possible in any scenario.
Jesus. So. Yeah, I mean, everybody's wallet could use a little fattening up, right? No, that I wouldn't mind that for my wallet, in bank account. But hey, I have caught up with the chat. Thank you all so much for being here.
Yeah, like and
Maromi
subscribe,
says,
everybody.
Alice was Glenn Campbell's BF. Cool. And listen to the Wise Feline and Jason. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.
Hit those buttons.
Hit that like button. Oh my God.
Why is he talking about Limp Bizkit?
Chocolate Starfish in the hot dog flavored water. Actually, a good album. Fred Durst did an interview with John Goblikon from Necrogoblikon. Good stuff. Necrogoblikon is great. And as far as like Limp Bizkit albums go, I mean, the first one is about all I can really stand to listen to.
That's the only one. There's some pretty good songs on that album. Some of them are like, but there's some really good ones. After that, though, I was like, no.
Wes Borland's a fucking great guitar player.
Oh, Wes is great. Yeah, his band actually ain't bad. He had a band.
Blacklight Burns is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I will listen to Blacklight Burns before anything Limp Bizkit ever. Yeah,
I still like Leech off a $3 bill. It's like the heaviest one. It's like the heaviest one on there.
Oh yeah, yeah. Method Man and Redman feature on Hot Dog. Yeah. I like Red Man, or I like Method Man and Red Man, but yeah, $3 bill is the only one that I can really still listen to. Listen, I live in St. Augustine, so I'm like right underneath Jacksonville. So trust me when I say I heard all of it. As a matter of fact, my junior year English lit teacher, her son taught Wes Borland how to play the cello, and apparently Wes Borland is an amazing cello player.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I went to school up in Jacksonville. So yeah, heard. Very familiar with Limp Bizkit.
I saw Limp Bizkit open for Korn when Korn had their Life is Peachy tour, and Limp Bizkit didn't even have an album yet.
Yeah.
So, and they were like throwing their tape demos out into the crowd. That was a good show because they were opening for Korn, so they were on the heavier side of what they were doing.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so that was a cool show, and we're like, man, who are these guys? Guys are weird, different. Like, we haven't heard this before. So, yeah, that was about
Urban Assault Vehicle remix. It's dope. Yeah.
Okay.
Mental Aqueducts is their first, 1995. Okay.
For the Bizkit?
Not familiar with that one.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. That's probably like Stain. Stain had Torment, and then they released their
they're self-titled.
They're self-titled, which is technically their first album, but not really. So it's probably the same.
Hockey says, I have a fat wallet. It's where all the cockroaches live. Oh, womp womp. At least it's not moths, right? It's the third time this week I've heard of chocolate starfish. And Angela, K-pop says apparently it's a popular dish. Gross.
I wouldn't want to eat that.
No, me neither.
I mean, I guess it does depend on who's it's attached to. But.
Hockey says, I like chocolate starfish. They're touring with a festival. I wanted to see them.
No, Hockey, no.
Yep. Okay.
Do you want to explain to him what that is?
Nope. I sure as fuck don't. I really don't. Yeah, it's like an EP or something like that. EP demo. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I'll look for it.
It's probably like Stain's Torment, but that was a whole album.
Probably.
So.
Yeah. Torment actually is probably my favorite Stain album.
I like the fact that it's
raw.
Like underproduced. Yeah, it's just it's the quality is not that great, but it's still like you said, it's raw. It's more raw. It's heavier for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely my favorite. They have that. They're self-titled. Dysfunction is the one that came out with, and then they're self-titled. Those three are their best albums.
Yeah.
Their self-titled is the last one they put out that I know of.
Well, I mean, I guess Break the Cycle wasn't too bad either.
Too bad, but a lot of stereotypical Stain. Like,
a lot of the radio-friendly hits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Chocolate starfish are real, apparently. I know that there's... I remember somebody I knew in high school had like a chocolate chip starfish. And it's a starfish that literally has like ridges on them that look like chocolate chips, so that's why they call it that.
Well, they do have like chocolates in the shape of starfish that you can buy. Like it is a candy, but it's not. That's not what they're talking about.
No, that's definitely not what they're talking about.
That's not what they're.
I just want to point something out about Limp Bizkit's album names, at least the first three. $3 Bill, Significant Other, and Chocolate Starfish and the Hot Dog Flavored Water. I mean, it's all a little yay, but anyway, whatever works for him.
$3 Bill's a little obvious because it's in one of their songs.
Yeah.
So,
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I never understood the reason for the name of their other two albums, though. But anyway, whatever. I have a club in one of my comics called the Magenta Starfish. It's a strip club. Well, there you go.
Well, that's fine. Yeah.
He also loves a freshly tossed salad. Oh. There you go. God, why are we talking about Limp Bizkit?
Jam or jelly?
I prefer syrup.
Syrup? Yeah, syrup and jelly. I prefer syrup.
Thought chocolate starfish was a euphemism best not discovered on Urban Dictionary. You are correct.
Okay, Hockey doesn't believe in the Urban Dictionary. He doesn't think it's a real thing. To him, it's just made up stuff, and it's not a real thing. So Hockey doesn't know the Urban Dictionary. He won't look it up. If you tell him look it up in Urban Dictionary, he won't do it.
Just because you don't believe it exists doesn't mean it's not real.
That's what we keep telling them.
Yep. Let's see. I've been contemplating self-delusion, but it doesn't suit my style, so I think I'll just at board instead to contain the blood I should have shed. Not familiar. I'm guessing that's from the band Chocolate Starfish. Interesting. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
No. I honestly I have not listened to Limp Bizkit in a long time.
I have the first album.
No, I still have the first album somewhere.
Yeah.
It's just
mine's
it's not on my phone.
Mine's on my digital devices. So
I don't have none of that on my.
Although
I still have my old Korn albums on my.
Yeah. Well, I actually just have the first one. I haven't rebought Life is Peachy, or they have a few good ones. They actually have a couple good ones in their early career, and then there's individual tracks on their other ones that are really good.
Right.
Their last, whatever had Cold on it, that one wasn't bad. Shelby said their newest one was, that was loud. Was really good. I don't know.
I stopped paying attention to them when I started listening to bands like Dying Fetus and Cattle Decapitation and Flesh God Apocalypse. All that stuff kind of just stopped sounding really heavy and impressive anymore.
Well, there's different degrees of heavy, though.
Yeah, sure. I just can't.
It
just doesn't do anything for me anymore.
I mean, like you heard, like I played Buddy Guy. I also like Lamb of God. Like, I mean, it just. I like, and I know you like different genres as well, but I also, I don't like as heavy of stuff as you do, but I don't mind it every now and then.
Right.
So I don't know. To me, I sometimes in the mood for something that's heavy but not insane, and so like then I'll put on like a Korn or something like that, and something that has a groove more or less.
I can understand that.
Yeah, because death metal is it doesn't really groove. I like sometimes I like a good groove or a sway. I mean,
it grooves to me, man. But
that's a different definition of groove.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. I don't know. It's just the heavier and louder, the better for me.
Like I love
industrial,
Gojira.
Death metal and industrial seems to be,
dope.
What I really have been digging on recently. I mean, honestly, if I'm not going to listen to straight up death metal, it's going to be something like Nevermore, or
I might have heard that.
Dude from Sanctuary, Worldane, and
I know Sanctuary.
it's fucking good stuff, man. One of my favorite bands of all time. Kind of like a heavier Alice in Chains.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But stuff like that. Of course, Pantera. Love me some Pantera.
Yes, but see, Pantera has the groove to it. Like that, it's
you would dig Nevermore then. They're kind of progressive metal like that.
I'll give them a goog.
Yeah. Let's see. Hockey thought Bancroft would at least back him up. Apparently, Bancroft has abandoned us.
Hockey. Next time I play music and stuff, I'll look them up and we'll play them on live. I'll play them off of YouTube. I'll share it. We'll play it. Play your Starfish.
K-pop apparently likes the new Manson album. I didn't realize he was still making music.
I didn't know there was a new one. I mainly like the first one. I mean, he's got some good stuff. I think it's trinkling here and there though, but I like the first one. Even still, I still skip plenty of the songs when I'm at work. I'm like, I just don't feel like listening to this right now.
Honestly, Manson's never done anything for me. It's never hit me. Most of his stuff just kind of felt like Trent Reznor knockoffs, and Disposable Teens sounds like The Beautiful People, sounds like the fight song. Like all of his hits sound identical to me. So,
but see, that's why the first album. I mean, I just think it has more. It has that hunger and that rawness to it.
Sure.
You know, that, like you said, you know, you get beautiful people and stuff like that. They have that, like, anthem beat to it. The first album really doesn't have many of that in it.
Yeah. Five Finger Death Punch. I like Five Finger Death Punch's first album, but after that, it's all right. I mean, honestly, what I like better than Five Finger Death Punch is when Ivan Moody was with Motograder. I liked Motograder a hell of a lot more than I like Five Finger Death Punch. But I will say this: Zoltan Bathory is a great guitar player. He knows how to fucking shred. You know, they're very, very. I don't know, radio friendly, but there ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, there needs to be some heavier stuff on radio. Although they've gotten a lot lighter over the years, from what I can tell. Crooked Panda recommending Hockey do, some nose candy to alleviate his boredom. Henry says, I haven't listened to a new album in ages. I've been listening to a lot of obscure punk stuff recently. Gotta love the old school punk stuff, man. Feline got me into... The Damned and the Cramps. Fucking love them both. So I very much appreciate her turning me on to both of those bands.
There's a band
I had heard of them, but I'd never listened to them. And she's like, "Oh shit, you gotta listen to them." And I fucking love both those bands now.
And there's a band called Cosmic Joke. I think they're fairly new. They only have a couple songs, but they're punk. They're really good.
Nice. K-pop says, "Don't be lame, Jason. Get with it."
What am I getting with? I don't want hot dog flavored cream soup. Okay? I don't want it.
Screaming Raven says, I don't listen to that stuff these days. I listen to the quiet stuff like Amon Amarth. Yes! Fucking love me some Amon Amarth. Another one of my favorites. Right? Silver says, we should start a band just to release an album titled Vaguely Offensive Pop Culture Reference. There you go. Ever heard of Carnival or Dead Letter Circus? Carnival sounds familiar, but
I like Carnival. They're supposed to be putting out a new album, but they're like Tool, where it's like 10 years later and they still have it out. They put out one song and it is really good. Bancroft and I talked about Carnival before. Bancroft, check out 12 Foot Ninja. They're really good too. They're from Australia, so they're really good too, though. Carnival's dope. If you like Tool, you'll like Carnival.
Yeah. Bancroft didn't catch the discussion, Hockey, so he might have backed you up otherwise.
I don't think he would.
Get on some big drill car and overwhelming color fast, says Jay Ryan. What's up, dude? Thanks for joining us.
What's going on?
Digging the heavy stuff lately, plain white tees and Ed Sheeran. Yeah. Yep. There you go. There you go. Saw them a few times back in the day. Parkway Drive and Every Time I Die is the type of metal I like. More of the screamo core, deathcore type stuff. I like Whitechapel when it comes to that kind of thing. Lorna Shore is actually a more recent band that I heard the other day, and I thought they were pretty fucking badass. I was honestly surprised. Let's see. Absolutely love the skit Jason Mewes did of The Beautiful People. Never seen it. That should be pretty damn funny, though.
I do know Phil is coming out with a new band. I think they're called Scorn. And I think Jason Momoa even played on stage with them or something like that for a little bit. So that's pretty cool. He's a big metalhead. But I know, like I said, Phil's coming. I think it's called Scorn. I think it drops this month. The end of this month.
I was jamming out to some Superjoint Ritual the other day.
Superjoint's good.
Superjoint's good, man. I like them. Feline has good taste in music. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. We have discussions about music all the time. One of the many things we have in common. Let's see. Scrolling. Jay Ryan says, "Damn it, Jason."
What?
I have no idea.
Look, it's not my fault you wear V-necks, dude. Don't wear V-necks and you wouldn't have gotten the name, all right?
There you go.
That's like, the bowler and the beard. You got the V-neck and J. Ryan. I mean, I don't know. But...
yeah, Momoa does look like a metalhead.
He is a metalhead. I know. Well, he does play guitar.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Listen to the Wise Feline. Hit that like button. Appreciate y'all being here, hanging out with us. Sunny Day Real Estate has come back into my playlist recently as well. Not familiar with them, but might have to check them out. Jay Ryan says he doesn't wear V-necks.
I don't. Okay, K-pop has never lied to me. So, are you calling K-pop a liar? How dare you?
How very dare you,
How
sir.
very dare you, sir? K-pop is the purest form of. I mean, you have Angela, who has the word angel in her name, and K-pop is the next purest form to that of an angel. So, how dare you insult these angels from heaven, Jay Ryan? And by disgracing them, saying they're filled with lies like Lucifer.
How dare
Master
you?
Master of deceit.
How very dare you?
Yes.
Horrible.
No such things ever would occur.
Lies,
Egregious.
Lies and slander.
Egregious. Lies, slander, schemes, and scams is what I say.
Uh-huh. Yep, totally. That's what that is.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Jay out here promoting hate. This is a channel of love, my friend. Love and aspartame is what we're about. So you better check yourself, because you will wreck yourself.
Love, yes. Aspartame, not so much.
It's fine. What we say backstage, I know it's supposed to stay there, but it's okay.
Uh-huh. And I disavow aspartame just as much backstage as I do out here. So I don't know what the hell you talking about. Full of shit. Look at him. His eyes are brown. He's so full of shit.
Free bases it. My eyes are blue, sir. Free bases it.
Right. Let's see.
All my members of my family.
The biggest form of liarry I ever did here, Jay. Well, there we go.
Heaven? That he doesn't admit it backstage. Yeah, that is a lie. Yeah.
No. I think she's talking about the V-necks thing.
I don't think that's what he's talking about.
No, Jay Ryan says that he doesn't wear V-necks, and then K-pop is saying that's the biggest form of liar I ever did here, Jay.
Oh, K-pop, K-pop's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I insult Angela on a daily basis and every other weekend on the sumo stream. Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm. Everybody go subscribe to Angela. They do sumo streams.
There you go. Apparently, the sumo stream is going to be weekly now. No, bad. The V-neck lie, apparently. Hints, allegation, and things left unsaid. Yeah, that's a good Collective Soul album. I caught that. I got you. Love and aspartame and red number 40. Don't forget the red number 40.
Blue dye number 1.
No.
Yellow dye number 4.
I disavow all of these evil chemicals.
So much avowed.
No.
When we're not live,
terrible.
All I hear is avowness.
Gross. Yeah, no, gross.
Delicious.
Gross.
It's as delicious as the hot dog flavored water. Yeah. It's as delicious as K-pop's hot dog cream soup.
That does not sound appealing, actually. That sounds kind of awful, in fact.
She's the one that likes hot dog cream. I don't know.
Yeah. But it all pales in comparison, quite literally, to black number 1. Good old Typo Negative. There's a band that I never get tired of listening to.
Yeah, Typo's good.
Mm-hmm. I like their earlier stuff better. But yeah, all across the board, I dig their shit.
Yeah.
Jay Ryan says, I disavow all these V-neck based lies.
I mean, I don't know why any of these other people would be. Yep. We're men. All we do is lie, Jay. So you're lying right now. There you go. Women never lie. Okay. They always tell the truth.
Right.
Hey. Just saying.
Yeah. My God Lord is that Peter Steele. Now he Jesus. K-pop's getting very excited talking about Peter Steele.
Oh yeah, she likes the sledgehammer that is Peter Steele, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. I mean, He was in Playgirl for a reason, so you know.
She has that.
He was a big dude bathroom. Too. Like, I mean, you ever see him like in comparison to like regularly sized people? Dude, like that dude was a giant.
Well, on the PARENTAL home videos, like there is like, you know, backstage you got Phil drinking something, whatever, and then Peter Steele standing next to him. He's like twice the size of Phil, and Phil's like what, 6'1". So it's like it's so funny to see. He's like, dude,
huge, man.
You made Phil even look tiny. Like, jeez, dude.
Yeah, he was huge, man. Early typo, origin of the feces, lead us back to John. Jesus. Yeah. I like their first album, Slow, Deep, and Hard. And take a look at that album cover, see if you can figure out what it is. But yeah, Gravitational Constant. It's a great song. But yeah, they were a lot faster and louder in the first albums. Then they kind of like transitioned into the slower, you know, doomier goth metal. Which, you know, nothing wrong with that.
I like
doom
metal. No.
Me too. But you know, I like the fast and loud. You know.
Well, I mean, that all depends on if you turn it up to 11 or if you turn it up to 7 or if you turn it up to.
Will, Slow, Deep, and Hard. I knew you guys were suspect. What's up, Will? Good to see you. It's the name of an album, but yeah, we're probably suspect.
No, we're talking about gay sex.
I mean, that might be what Jason's talking about. And
I never once said those 3 words.
Again, I was talking about an album, but
gay sex.
Whatever.
What's wrong with gay sex? Definitely. Why can't people have gay sex?
I mean, they can. There you go. You know, if it works for them, you know, if it works for them, that's fine.
You know what? We had to have been talking about gay sex because Will popped in just then.
He's got you there, Will.
Brutal.
Yep. He's the one that pointed it out.
Doom metal is great. Acid Mammoth. I'm not familiar with them.
I'm unfamiliar with Acid Mammoth.
Yeah.
I like the Acid Baths.
Acid Bath is great. Yeah.
My friend's band, they have that tribute thing, but I hear Acid Bath is reforming, and they're going to be doing a show in Vegas.
Hot damn! You think we're likely to get a new Acid Bath album?
I don't know if we would get a new album. I mean, considering if they do perform, this would be their first show, or even second. I don't know what's going on with it, but their first show in like what?
20 years?
25 years?
Yeah.
30 years? So, So, I mean, I did meet Sammy Dewitt at the show. He didn't really say anything about it, but that's how I kind of know about it, too, though, because I was talking to one of the guys that's a tribute band member, and he's kind of friends with Sammy, so he would know more than I would. And he's like, yeah, dude. He's
right.
Like, yeah, so that's why we're kind of just not going to do this anymore, because Acid Bath's coming back. There's no point. So...
Well, that's cool.
That would be dope if there's a new album. I don't see it happening, but based on whatever. But yeah, it would be cool. Dax still sounds fantastic based off of all of his solo projects. So
yeah, I mean, it would be cool because we only got 2 Acid Bath albums, and they were both great. You know? Yeah. Hockey says, "Wait, are you lying about women telling the truth? You said men lie. Is this like the Doors think in Labyrinth? Is this like the Doors thing in Labyrinth?" Sure.
See, here's the thing, Hockey.
Even
if I were to say all women lie, I'm not married. There's no girlfriend, so I don't have to worry about repercussions. Okay, so I can say that, or I can say all men lie and make it sound like by saying all men lie and women tell the truth that I'm lying about women telling the truth, and therefore women are lying. But I could have been lying just then, and therefore women are not liars.
That's dumb. You're dumb.
Hockey said it. Blame me.
Wait, what? Exactly, Jay Ryan. Yeah, we just clipped you saying you're like, it's not what I said, but okay. You know, the internet's going to take everything out of context. Damn, Jason just made me feel sad for him. And
you're just now feeling sad for me? Where have you been?
Will says, no, women are liars. Well, I mean, the one that you got hooked up with in one of those back dumpster adventures is for sure. All makes sense now. Yes, for sure. Yep.
Hockey knew what I was talking about. I was speaking Australian speak, yo. So that's why you didn't get it.
Is that what that was? Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Deep cut.
Taking deep piss.
So what you gonna be working on tonight, man?
I was gonna do a turtle sketch cover, but I might just draw. I don't know.
I am working on page one of the last 2 pages of Mercenary Guild. It's actually page 21, but I've got 22 and 23 already done. So I have 21 and 24 to do. We actually had to add a page to the first issue of Mercenary Guild just to make the action flow a little bit better and have things make a little more sense. Well, so we went from 23 pages to 24.
Well, some people also do like to bounce around. I like working on Frog in Order. The only thing I did skip was 6 and 7 because it's a 2-page spread, which I am working on. But I didn't want to work on that because I recorded page 8 and for a video, so I didn't want to record a video of a 2-page spread because that would take me a while to draw, and also like getting it in camera would be almost impossible. That's another reason why I'm not working on it tonight. In order to stay in camera, it would be pretty difficult. So, just
understandable. Yeah. Will says, "Draw, monkeys." K-pop says, "It's been an hour and no one is drawing anything."
Don't yell at me. I wait for people to come in usually to start drawing. Once people come in, I say, but nobody wants to. Hockey's too busy being a nub, and Billy has probably ate a burrito and fell asleep.
That's what I'm guessing.
Plato's got liver cancer, so he doesn't even want to do anything, and I don't blame him. So, and Will
and Will is more content to just sit in the chat and bitch at us.
Not only that, he's a writer anyway.
Well, he doesn't.
Those guys, so they don't do nothing.
Just a writer.
Just
Hashtag,
a writer.
Yeah, just a writer.
You never need writers. You need them to say, "Oh, I got a writer." That's about it. They don't need to do anything. But that's about all the people. I mean, I can name who's in Jonestown to come on, but they're either in another time zone or they wake up at 5 a.m. to exercise and take care of their family. So we're kind of short-staffed.
How dare they, wake up early and exercise? It's terrible. Terrible.
I exercise at night. But I
exercise in the middle of the day.
Did you? Well, I just prefer to do it after work. Did you send the devil the link?
I did.
Well, see, there you go. That's usually a guaranteed guest. Like, don't yell at me. K-pop, don't yell at me. Why you got to yell at me? K-pop and Will always yells at me, so I expect it. But K-pop, not like this. Not like this.
Jesus. Hockey says, monkeys are hard to draw. What about an ape? I mean, there you go.
What?
Could do some flying monkeys.
What is he even talking about? Who talked about drawing a monkey?
Will said, draw monkeys.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's Will's fault.
That's the joke.
That's the joke.
Oh, my legs. I did deadlifts for the first time in a while on Monday.
Better be careful with them deadlifts.
Deadlifts I'm fine with. It's more or less my shoulders that I'm worried about.
Right. Well, I mean, if deadlifts aren't done correctly, you can absolutely fuck yourself up.
Yeah, I know.
There was no comma.
I lifted my back. What can I say?
I mean, you fuck up your back, you're gonna be you ain't gonna be doing much of anything.
I lift with my back and my crack.
I don't want to hear anything about that.
Pardon me.
I'm good.
All right. What are we drawing today? You could send
probably a Ninja Turtle.
Well, yeah. I was
possibly a shredder.
No, I do have more of these sketch covers than I thought, so I could even draw a shredder if I wanted to. No, I was thinking about actually just doodling something else completely on a different piece of paper, but I'll just draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hockey says he is a writer, so he was meaning to draw monkeys. There you go. Yeah, there was that's true. There was no comma in there, so you know. Let's see. Silver says, I think Yazarians are cool. Draw those, please. I don't know what Yazirians. I don't know what those are. Jay Ryan says he might draw a bath.
Send Jay Ryan the link. He draws.
All right. K-pop says, draw the sexy that is Casey Jones. Well, there you go. You could draw Casey Jones.
I will be drawing Casey on a different cover, though. Okay.
You said draw monkeys, not draw monkeys. Yes, that is correct.
Like Hockey said, Will is a writer, so he would know punctuation.
He should anyway. One would hope. Let's see. Silver says, draw Shredder at a Green Bay game. There you go. There's an idea.
Green Bay game. Because they're cheeseheads?
Sure.
Is that what he means? Because Green Bay Packers, Green Bay has they wear the cheese wedges on their heads.
Yeah.
I don't know much about sports, but I know that. And I also know K-pop likes the Lions. I know that. I know the Browns suck. Major donkey penis. I know those things.
Can't say that I've paid much attention to fucking sports in a very long time.
Well, I don't really pay attention to sports, but I only know the Browns suck because I live in Cleveland, and it's all you ever hear about whenever there's football season.
Right. Well, I mean, the Cleveland Browns have sucked for decades.
Quite some time.
Yeah. I mean, I used to watch the Jaguars with my dad back in the day, and we would occasionally watch other football games, and even back then, the Browns sucked.
Yep.
Like, they've just been a bad team for a long time, apparently. So.
Yeah. It's always fun. I always make fun of it. I laugh hysterically every time I ask my mom, so how are the Browns doing? She's like, they suck. And I just start laughing. I laugh and I laugh. I'm like, you know what?
Highly entertained by the lack of quality of the Browns.
I'm also like, hey, I think I'm not as stressed out as everyone because I don't watch sports.
It is entirely possible.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't get as stressed out when my team is a constant bunch of losers. But I know the Lions are doing well only because of I hang out on YouTube's and K-pop streams like every half hour, and she talks about how good the Lions are doing.
That is a lot of streaming.
She doesn't dude. For somebody who's injured and sick and like broken back, I don't know what's wrong with Kay, but all she does is like promote people. She's ridiculous.
I mean, I do a couple of streams a week, and that's
you just had Belmont on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was good. It was a good episode actually. We had a good time talking about Pencils Down. Yeah. Check out Pencils Down. It was a fun little book. You guys should definitely go give it a look see.
Got a Hojo on it. You got Dillard.
Yeah, Dillard's doing some really good interior stuff on that book. It's pretty cool.
Well, Dillard is an amazing artist. He's really talented.
He is. The diversity of styles he's able to do is pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah,
because on Pencils Down he really embraced like the kind of cartoony stuff.
Yeah,
like the what was the book he did?
The Buckler.
Buckler, yeah. That kind of cartoony style, but still, still serious to a certain extent.
Right. No, Dillard is definitely a fantastic artiste.
Indeed.
He's the artiste. He can do everything: digital, watercolors, traditionals, pen and ink. He can do it all.
Certainly no shortage of talent over in this in this indie scene, huh?
I would say hockey's really good, but he's not on panel to draw, so he sucks.
He's calling you out, Hockey.
Yeah, get in here and get to work, you knob. Tell me how to draw a turtle, Hockey. Get in here and instruct me on proper anatomy and form. Do it. You nope.
Go sports ball team. Woo, sports ball.
Sports go sports.
Browns, says Will. So it's one of those streams, I guess. Silver says Detroit Lions, I don't know if they can play, but they got better blue and silver than the Dallas Cowgirls. Damn.
I thought the Dallas Oh, I was thinking of the cheerleaders. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I was like, those are like everyone loves the cheerleader. I'm like, oh, he means he's calling the men women. I get it. That's the joke.
Aha! Aha!
Where's the spoon? Aha!
Aha! And thank you, baby, for dropping the link to my website. You guys saw Smokey's video. He picked up a shirt in the most recent Red Valkyrie art auction, and he showed it off on stream.
Yeah,
so we got shirts and hats and all that fun stuff at DeathMetalHero.com.
I snubbed him.
What's up, Rex?
Hey, just
how you doing, Mike?
Playing hot hockey, and just got done washing the dog.
But we don't need any of your sex talks there, Rex.
Yeah. That wasn't waxing the dog. And happy belated birthday to Shelby Robertson.
Yeah. Speaking of Shelby,
what's
going on, Shelby? How you doing, man?
Is he on stream? He's not on
He's
panel, so
in the chat.
No, I'm not going to say hi to him. He's not on panel.
Okay.
He posted something on Facebook about working for Marvel. I thought that was a very suspicious thing, and I think he's a liar.
Oh. It may be AI.
Hey, Shelby, you should come in here and prove that you're not a liar.
He's not going to come in here. He's too busy being an inker.
I'm going to do some color tests tonight. I have a new 18. They're kind of like Copics, but $19, not too bad.
Some alcohol markers, nice.
Alcohol markers at Walmart, Azure.
Yeah.
Not a bad deal with the little case and everything.
Nice.
If I do say so myself.
Good get, Rex.
If anybody was looking for the 4 o'clock shadow for the next 12 days, we'll be over there on Shadow Hawks.
What did you do?
Huh?
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. No, I just protesting StreamYard's updating, with the cache, and so I'll go on the free plan for a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people deciding to give StreamYards the boot.
Revenue.
I mean, it's a little ridiculous. Their
well,
charges
they didn't give
now.
anyone any notice that I know of.
No, they just kind of did
several months late.
Oh, okay.
I guess in February they upped it, and I got an email in like October. So, yeah, they didn't really tell anybody, Rex.
Seems like that would be something that they should, let you know ahead of time.
I know it went from 200 something for a year's plan to like 400 something.
Yeah, it pretty much doubled in price.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Because I do the monthly,
which is ridiculous. They pay for the upgrades that I'm not going to use anyway. And
that's the thing. They added the features that I'm not going to use these.
Plus, that's a backwards way to get Shadowhawk some exposure on his channel. He says, we'll wait till you get monetized. Well, gosh, that may be a while. I mean, we're only about 62 subscribers away of getting monetized. So if you're not subscribed to Devil Flyer, please and thank you. Over on
streams
YouTube.
Every day.
Streams every day. Daily content. 4 o'clock shadow.
Used to.
Now I'll still be doing streams over on mine through StreamYard Studio, doing draw streams, ink streams, color streams, whatever. Or showing collectibles, whatever. Right now, you can get on the Drawn In tier, and you can become a permanent member of the Midnight Story. Jay Kreger's doing a 2-page spread on that, and I've got him doing at least one more print, and I am going to do my character sheets. This is an exclusive. I thought about Jay Krager doing another page, but not in the book, but it would be shipped with the book. And I thought, well, this is the perfect. I've always wanted to do my character design, so we'll have like maybe him do a Jay Krager, Devil Flyer, and then on the reverse side we'll have another character, probably the Bystander, and then we'll have or the Bog, or something else, with a little write up and whatnot, and it'll be a double-sided printed, maybe punch hole. I don't know yet. Character sheet for everybody, and start with the character sheets, because that's something I've wanted to do for a while. And I thought, why just do a Krager print on one side? Why not do 2 characters, and just ship it on the other side of the backing board that your magazine will come in. But for $175, which I think is a pretty good drawing period, price, it was only going to be like a cameo. We got Lack and Kate and Crooked Painter right now, who was in the chat earlier. They're going to be upgraded from just a cameo, like it's listed on the campaign now, to a permanent member of the group. And what it's going to be is the character's Midnight, my first Western character. I'm been writing for the past week very diligently on that, and came up with last night with the plot for the story. I've just been kind of writing elements and dialogue down on it, so it's not like, well, you've been writing for a week and you just came up with the plot of the story. It's Midnight and the Roustabouts. So her little band of people are called the Roustabouts, and you can become one of those members. And then beyond that, we need like bartender, sheriff, deputies, blacksmith, blah, 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 blah. So if you want to be drawn in as a permanent member, not just in this book, and as a feature we'll have chapter art, but I'm going to do a Midnight pulp book, which is going to be thick. Don't know the page count, but it will be over 100 pages.
You're going to have a thick pole?
I'm going to have yes, I always have that. Yeah.
Get cast in Devil Flyer's book. Once you're in there, you're stuck.
Well, now we can kill you. If you want to be killed off, we can kill you off,
Promises, Rex.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, now, eventually that's what I was going to do to Lack, but Lack is kind of, he's a man's man. He's a pioneer. He lives in Florida, but he works up in Alaska and does the snow roads up there. Very dangerous job, works the heavy equipment and everything up there, but he collects like Western high-end figures that cost you like $300 or more, like Steve McQueen in Bullet. He's got one of those. He does little videos on that on his channel. Well, I said, well, do you want a hat on? And he wears buckskin with fringe and stuff anyway, jacket, picture he sent me, and got a mustache and a little forget what they call it. Not really a goatee, but right under the chin, right under the
soul patch.
Yeah, soul patch. Yes, thank you, sir. And
you're welcome, sir.
I think that's what he's got. I hadn't seen him in a while. And but I said, would you like a hat? And he sent me his Billy Jack hat. Remember Billy Jack had that black hat with the beaded band on it and everything. So I was like, that's too good a look to not work him in as a permanent character. So he and Crooked Painter have been upgraded to be permanent in there. I know what Lack's going to be. He's going to be a scout and Indian, an Indian scout and a tracker.
So Feather, not Dot.
Yeah, and he'll be meeting.
What's up, Shelby?
Midnight. Hey, Shelby.
Hey,
so drawn in $175 permanent character.
It's Jason's favorite Marvel artist.
That's right. Listen. Hear that?
What is that? Was that a monster, Shelby?
Let's see. Jason's
it's a pink monster.
I'm on my table. I'm not looking at you.
I ain't looking at you.
Why are you always looking at me?
What do you drink?
Hello, chat.
Because you
panel.
are a beautiful
You don't have Kit Kat. I'm not going to look. K-pop wants Kit Kat.
Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat.
So, what's this Marvel thing I saw, Shelby?
Don't worry about it.
I am worried about it.
Jason thinks it's suspect.
It's highly suspicious. I think it's highly suspicious.
I worked with them at 3 different times in 3 different decades.
Yeah, but you started working at Marvel 2 days ago.
Ooh.
It's the internet, so it must be true.
It must be. I don't know. A lot of people were congratulating you on it, so I mean, it's.
I didn't congratulate him. I told him it was suspicious. Everybody else has congratulated him.
All I said was rock and roll.
Internet never lies. Only truths.
Yep, absolutely. The internet has never lied to any of us ever.
I'm gonna start working at DC.
Good.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
They could use some talent over there.
I'm gonna do it. They have a. Who do they have?
He's going to apprentice under Sam Keith.
I know
they've got Fabric.
Come with me.
And they've got.
Come with me to Marvel.
Playman.
You could draw. We can get Jason on the Power Pack reboot.
Ooh,
there you go.
I'd draw that.
Silver says, "Good evening, Mr. Grohl."
I know Jim Lee's coming back with Hush 2.
Oh boy.
Bum bum bum.
Bum 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 bum.
Jay Ryan says, "Wait, is it safe to go back to the Big 2 again?"
I never left.
I was gonna say, if they pay you, I don't see why.
I never left.
Right?
Yeah, you did.
It's all a matter of whether or not they, give you work.
No.
You're like, I'm done so.
What folks do for clicks these days, says Smokey. Oh, shit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, what book are you inking?
Jason.
He's under an NDA. He can't say.
Nobody will ask you. I'll change the subject and bail you out. Shelby, how did your birthday go? Did you do anything special?
Birthday.
You know what, Rex? No, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, thanks for bringing it up. No one loves me.
Also, thank you for the birthday wishes.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so what I did was I went into my Facebook profile and I now have it hidden, my birthday, so that way I don't have to answer 200 people on my wall.
That's why mine's hidden, dude.
Literally, Andy has his hidden.
Yeah.
Andy's birthday is the day after mine, and he only had like 3 happy birthdays on his wall.
No, dude, not only is my birthday hidden, but people can't post to my wall.
Andy's Hispanic. You know, he's got 80 local relatives, not even including the ones out of state.
My sister.
So yeah, you got
no
happy birthdays.
Hispanic.
My birthday is hidden on Facebook as well, mostly because
Rex,
I don't post very much on Facebook, and I don't really
Hispanic you've ever seen.
I don't.
Rex, eating a bell beefer doesn't make you Hispanic.
Well, my actual biological father was partly Spanish, is what she found out. I think so. But I must be albino Hispanic. Either that or like Spanish. I and Krager were talking about that the other day. That for white people. So.
You can have different genome than like your siblings. You can have siblings that are like all look one way and have traits that you don't have. It just depends on what you get.
Look at Billy. Billy, he has I can't remember his ethnicity, but yeah, they call him the Ghost because he's so pale. So they call him Ghost. That's how he got his nickname.
That's why he's called Ghost Monster. Got it. Screaming Raven says, I don't think I would want to work for Marvel until they straighten out matters with Spider-Man. Good luck.
Pay me enough money, I'll work for anybody.
It takes people going to work there to change the game plan. It's not going to fix it. It's not going to fix itself.
Got to have people that want to tell good stories.
Yeah.
I would love to do like a Wolverine story or Ghost Rider, or Venom. Those are always the 3 characters that I always wanted to do something with at Marvel.
Shelby, if you worked at Marvel, who would you like to draw?
And Bemis is correct. You don't get jack shit for your birthday. Dude, I didn't get cake for 2 days after the fact.
Yeah, but you got Hostess cupcake all the time there readily at hand.
No. My child is tall and talks and stuff now, Rex. All that stuff goes to them. Yeah.
He's got to sneak it out of the kitchen now if he wants any of that stuff.
Okay. I bet he can do it. He's probably got it down pat by now.
I mean, Shelby, you are taller than her. You know that, right?
Yeah. You could overcome the
I could assert dominance over.
Yeah.
I can assert cupcake
might as
dominance.
well learn early.
That's right.
Well, I mean,
Nice.
weren't you able to pull off like the dad tax for the whole Halloween candy thing? Like, isn't that a thing?
Mm-hmm.
That's
okay.
my candy corn.
Ugh, God.
The trick to it, though, Luke, you have to do it when they're asleep.
Okay.
Some of us are afraid of our kids. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to mess with that. Like,
they're little and stealthy, dude. I dated a woman. She had 2 kids, but she had to, when I would stay over, had to close and lock the door because she sometimes in the middle of the night when she's by herself, she'll wake up. The youngest will just be standing at the foot of her bed.
That would freak me out.
That's the creepiest thing ever.
That's a little creepy.
That's creepy.
The creepy thing was they would tickle Jason's toes like this.
Shelby, I said when they were alone. You don't listen to me.
And I would do my poltergeist, voice and say, "What do you want?"
Swallow your soul, swallow your soul. Dead by dawn, dead by dawn.
I like that better.
Rex, you need
kind of like Popeye.
Rex needs one of those. Maybe I'll find one at a secondhand store, mail it to you. Remember, was it Poltergeist 2? Which is the one with the old man?
I think it's 2.
Let me in.
Yeah,
I think that's 2. Screaming Raven says, speaking of Facebook, I seen the Venom you did, and it's a masterpiece. Who's Venom?
Yours, probably. Yours was the most.
I didn't draw it.
Yeah, I think yours is the most recent one, Luke.
Well, thank you.
It was dope. Yeah, I remember that. I saw it on Twitter.
I draw Venom and lose followers, so
as you should. By the way, do you have no school tonight? Why are you here, Shelby?
Crumb bum. It is an underrated insult, Henry.
Because you guys, all you fools, fell into the trap of changing your clocks. Arizona doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, well, nothing to be done with about it.
They also
it's kind of been doing it for a while here.
They also vote Harris. So, what's that say?
What? I'm in a red state, dude. What are you talking about?
Jay Ryan says the cake is a lie. That is true. That is I get that. I understood that reference. Hockey says he would go to Marvel to do Batman. Of course you would.
Shut up, Hockey.
I don't want to do any of the characters. I want to do mine.
K-pop says that's why she's stealing the cupcakes. He ate all her candy. Well, there you go. See, it's a balancing thing. Jay Ryan says time to dust off my Ted Danson script for Marvel. There you go, man. Do it. Halloween dad tax is payback for not getting shit for your birthday. They tickle his toes with a chef's knife. That sounds awful. Yeah. Henry Bemis says he never changes his clock and he just does the math for 6 months a year. I mean, I have to do that in my car because the touch screen on my radio no longer works. So I can't change the time unless I do a complete reset on the radio. So it's an hour ahead for 6 months out of the year now.
That math's pretty difficult.
Yeah,
I only have to do that on a battery change. The battery change is the one that kills it.
Yeah. Yep. K-pop says Jay has to draw his Ted Danson covers. Indeed. Yo, what's up, Omer Glitch? Good to see you, sir. I'm late. I made it though. Well, thank you for coming to hang out, man. Good to see you.
About some art. Omer's been killing it of late.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I saw the fan art he did for Pencils Down, which will be featured in the book.
If you got him for some reference for Mercenary Guild, I'm sure he'd do that too. He would like to come on the show and draw with us.
Okay.
There's my shout out.
Shout out.
I'm noticing a trend where like 8/10 of chat actually has like drawing skills. I never realized that until like I started catching some of these streams to channels I guess I wasn't subbed to, and I'm like, oh look, there's like 6 people that I normally see in my chats. I was like, oh my god, they can all draw,
right?
Yeah, they
Ridiculous.
hide it. I don't know why they hide it.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Too much talent.
There's a lot of talent in this scene over here. You know. It's almost like, growing up reading comics and enjoying, quality artwork makes you want to make your own. It's almost like it's inspiring or something.
Well, I don't
I'm
want
inspired.
I don't think Shelby is. I don't think you have anything to worry about, Shelby. Your job's secure.
Hockey says, I am glad I'm not one of them. Man, quit talking, you mess, Hockey. Why don't you come hang out?
Nope,
Shit.
Hockey's right. Nope. I'm from now on, I'm agreeing with Hockey. If he says he sucks, he's saying he sucks, he sucks.
Redonkulous.
Any opportunity, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Feline. I appreciate you dropping the link to Mercenary Guild. Like I said, I'm working on the last couple of pages for issue 1, and we'll be launching that later. So make sure you're signed up so you get the exclusive Elven Sorceress trading card.
Hell yeah.
When we launch.
Sign up today. And then you go.
That's right.
Shelby, did you finish that comic you were inking earlier?
Which one?
When you were just inking like a week ago, you're like, "Oh, I'm making a comic page." You're always inking a comic page.
What was it? The Death Blow looking one, or was it line art?
Line art.
Yes, that's complete.
What about the Death Blow looking one?
That's also complete.
Then why didn't you just say yes? I finished. I finished them.
Because that's how I roll, bro. Need specifics.
Keep you on your toes.
I'll be done.
Gotta make sure you're talking about the same thing. You know?
In 5 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay, Shelby. This isn't a draw stream. Don't worry about it.
If no, it is. I'll just give me 5 minutes. I told you guys.
He's got to finish.
It takes me a long time. Listen, I'm always the last one at the table. Every time, it doesn't matter where we are, restaurants, I'm always the one holding up the bill, holding up the check. Because when I had cancer, I was 20 years old, I had throat cancer.
Jesus.
They removed a portion of my esophagus. I haven't burped since 1999. I've not belched since 99.
Wait a minute.
Because of it. So now when I eat, I have to eat slow. There's something. Yeah, it's weird.
So why does that mean you have to pay for the check?
No, I'm saying everyone sits around just twiddling their thumbs while I'm still eating cold food because I wasn't done yet.
Oh, well, that gives them time to pay.
It takes me forever.
Gives them time.
I also talk a lot. I talk a lot at dinner.
Yeah,
so.
You do talk a lot.
I hadn't noticed.
Yeah, we should. That's because you don't watch Shelby's streams.
Oh, I watch them, but I get irritated that he almost never.
Wait a minute.
Acknowledges.
You're saying someone talks too much, Rex?
I know, right? The irony of it all.
Don't you think?
Just a little.
That's right.
I really
do a lot of thinking, actually.
You know,
30 years.
My career says nobody can beat Shelby's Amazing Spider-Man homage world record.
My career started with an ASM 300 homage. Literally. If you go pick up Black Flag number 4. Where's Hockey? He needs to tell people about Black Flag. Issue 4, it's got the piece that got me hired by Liefeld is in there in the back, right next to a Pat Lee piece, because you guys know. I was roommates with Pat and Frege and Dietrich Smith and Logan Libera.
We want to hear you name drop, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I used to work with Stephen Platt.
The frozen fart bag. Yep. Yep. Infamous story. Indeed.
Yeah, we used to fart on each other's pillows.
Jeez.
Giving each other pink eye.
When I say we, it means I did, and then Dan would wake up with
they paid no attention to the global warming.
Itchy eyes.
Awful.
They were worse than bovine.
Let's see. What's up, Creator Salad? Good to see you, Will. Nerds, he says. Yep, that is correct. We are. It's what we live. Jay Ryan says 99 problems, but a bell chain one. Let's see. What's up, Benjamin Soto? Loved Pat Lee's Dark Minds. Yeah, Dark Minds was good shit, man.
There's actually a lot of Dark Minds.
Pink eye all around. Gross. Yes.
Straight up.
Henry says Shelby will be on his deathbed in 50 years and sketching an ASM 300 homage, and he will say, "It ends as it began."
Rosebud.
Homer Glitch, Shelby speaking all lies. He doesn't know any of those people.
I went to school with Carrie Henn.
You don't know no Newt. Stop lying about that one. That's just egregious.
I don't even know who that is.
It's Newt. He claims that he knows Newt, that he went to school with Newt. He even doctored up his
I
yearbook
literally know Carrie Henn. I've known her my whole life.
Doctored up his yearbook.
She was in Aliens as Newt, and that's it. She never did any other movie. Yeah, she's a school teacher now.
They would think I'm talking about Isaac Newton.
She put me on read. I tried getting her
yes, you're old enough.
One of my shows. She's like, who's this guy messaging me?
Henry says, wait, the Carrie Henn? Citizen's like, sure you did.
See? Ronan knows.
Sure you did.
Do I got to go get my yearbooks again?
There you go.
Do I need to go get yearbook? Do I need to show you my not written by me, have a nice summer from Carrie?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Just wrote it with your
You guys remember that? You remember? Did you ever do that?
Yeah.
People used to ask me to sketch in their. They used to ask me to sketch in their yearbooks, and it would always be like preface it with no penises, and I'm like, I literally don't think I ever drew one, like ever until like college, you know. And now I just draw those. I don't. When I see the model, I just draw. I'm like, oh, 18 by 24. You know, it would look really good on this giant canvas.
Just a big old twanger.
Yes.
Would you like, if commissioned by Cecil, would you draw his twanger?
No.
There you go.
Pay me enough money, I'll draw anything.
Straight
If it was an ASM 300 homage, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that. So
I have a
like
Zeran says you can fake a yearbook.
ASM. I told you he faked it.
What's up, Rick? Good to see you, man.
Rick.
I faked my entire existence from 90 to 94.
Yep. Sounds about right. Citizen Ronan says Carrie Henn gave Shelby a swirly in high school.
Still means I knew her.
See, don't give him any validation.
She was tiny. She was tiny, actually.
Wow.
Petite, some would say.
Yeah.
You just did.
Too small to lift my ass and give me a swirly.
Huh.
What's up, Rick?
There you go.
Yeah, it's Rick.
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
I have to draw a Rip Claw for Rick. Shelby, draw me Rip Claw. I'll just tell Rick I did it.
He might
call me crazy, but I mean, Rick might be able to pick out the differences. I don't know.
Yeah. Nah, Shelby can ape my style. It's fine.
I mean, I'm sure Shelby can ape your style. I'm not saying that, but Rick.
I got a couple Wayshack sketchbooks over here.
Okay, close enough.
Rick is a connoisseur of both of you guys' artwork, so yeah, he might be able to pick it out. I don't know. Pull a fast one. Yeah, totally. What's up, some person?
What's up, some person?
Good to see you, sir. Thank you for coming to hang out.
If I was doing a work at Marvel, it would probably be on the Incredible Hulk coming out in 2027, but that's all a lie.
The world's gonna be like under
fabrications.
Have you been picking up Wayshack's Armor Wars alternate covers?
No.
They're pretty.
No,
cool.
I haven't.
Pretty cool. There is
Oh,
a
that's
penciled
cute.
one. There's a penciled one I want to get, but they were sold
wow,
out when
that's
I went to
cool.
go buy it. But there's one that's just pencil. Yeah.
Nice.
That's cool. Yeah, that Armor Wars book is the comic that's based on the story that Coheed and Cambria did for their concept albums. I know the concept sounds cool, but just the music just does absolutely fucking nothing for me.
I'm not a fan.
I've tried over and over to listen to it, and I just cannot get into it. Story seems cool, but just yeah.
They got 3 songs that are straight up bangers. Everything else, though, garbage. Everything else sucks. They got 3 songs that are awesome, though. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like they're catchy.
The dude's voice just grates on my every last fucking nerve.
Yeah, I can't do his voice either.
Yeah, I just can't do it. I can't do it. Those fucking German bands that you sent me though, dude, those are fucking awesome. I dig the fuck out of those.
Oh, good. I'm glad you got. Yeah. Hey, I found those on accident. That's literally
cool,
an accident.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking for. I had an album which is like way out of print, and I was looking for anyone who maybe threw it up in their blog spot or something.
Right.
I found it. It was an old. There's this industrial band called Hokicio. They're a Mexican band. Kind of like Skinny Puppy, a little more poppy.
Right.
They had one record that I had years ago, and you can only get it in like a boot form, but shops had it for some reason. Like these indie stores always had it, filed regular. So anyways, I found it, but then they also had that stuff. And I was like, whoa, what's this? And they had some samples, and I kind of clicked the sample, and I was like, oh, Luke.
Yeah.
You were really the first person I thought when I heard it. I was like, oh, this is like weird heavy, but like crazy good. Really good.
Yeah, I fucking love the drums in both of those bands. Fucking good shit, man. Nice driving beats.
Yeah, and that's all they had. They don't. I did some research. The one band, they have nothing on Discogs, like nothing. I'm like, really? I have no clue. Yeah, they're both German, like these black metal bands. I guess they're categorized as black metal out there. So
yeah, I would. I mean, I personally would probably categorize them more as like Black and Death, but yeah, they're definitely black metal infused.
Mm-hmm.
So many different genres of metal now.
They're fun.
They are.
There's so many bands that just sound like each other now. It's not even that they're bad. It's just they sound so adjacent to something else I already listened to, so it's hard for me to grasp their sound.
Yeah.
That's
why I like bands like Behold the Octopus and Phrenolith. They're just because they're kind of out there and progressive death metal. They do something a little different. But yeah, I know what you mean. They're a lot of bands just sound, they sound like this band because they got popular. And, it's Unfortunately, a lot of shit gets samey. It's another reason why I like Necrogoblicon, because they're a lot different than everything else. Plus, I really like that name.
It's a good name.
Necrogoblicon.
Yeah, they're they call themselves goblin metal. So they're it's an offshoot of folk metal. So like Corplicani or damn it, on the tip of my tongue, they did that song Trollhammerin. Son of a bitch. Fintroll. Jesus. Some person says overproduced metal tends to sound boring. It can. Yeah. But you need to find something that's different. For the Edge Punk magazine that Tokime is putting out, I actually did a review of a band called Intervoid. And they only put out one album. You can still find their stuff on Bandcamp, but they put out one album 10 years ago. And it's yeah. Let me see if I can find the link for that. Intervoid. Yeah.
Hey, go back Edgepunk, everybody. Check it out. Edgepunk.com. Is it .com?
.net.
.net. Tokame.
Yeah. The album is weaponized, and it is a beautiful melding of like industrial and death metal, and yeah, it's fucking great. So here,
you know how like the last decade, everything like weirdly has to be called this or that, ending with core. It's always like core, right? So the new one that's emerged, I noticed, it's called moancore.
What?
Oh, Lord.
Have you heard this?
No,
So
I have not.
it's the equivalent of heavy metal if it was mumble rap. So all the vocals is moans. I'm not kidding you, dude. I was like, this is a joke.
It has to be a joke. That is
not a
just
joke.
some
It's
of the
an actual
dumbest
thing. It's
shit
called
I've ever
moancore.
heard. Then
It's called moancore. Hey, guess where most of these bands are out of? Seattle.
Why does that not fucking surprise me?
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, YouTube keeps showing me this crap, and I'm like, why?
Start thumbing it down, or I don't know. You gotta tell your algorithm to fuck off with that dumb shit. Yeah, I discovered Intervoid by listening through the YouTubes, but I thought it was like a new album by like Mechana or Arcspire or something like that, or the Faceless. They kind of remind me of the Faceless. But yeah, hit this link that Feline just posted to get yourself a copy of Edgepunk.
I am not sharing my screen. Hockey just sent me an ASM 300 homage. I will send it to Luke.
Oh, God.
I do not recommend you send this to anybody.
I want to see it.
Hockey is laughing to himself in the chat.
Oh, my God.
Goblin Metal, they got to do a battle of the bands against Windrose, Dwarven Metal. That would be cool. Yeah, if you've never listened to Necrogoblicon, you really should. They're awesome.
Did I not just save this? Interesting. Oh, let me copy this. I gotta paste it in Photoshop. Sometimes you get stuff that's it's called like a JPEG large or medium.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Twitter does that. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
If you save it and then just take off the large part of it, it'll save it as a regular JPEG.
That doesn't
does
work
it?
It doesn't work for me when I do it.
I mean, it usually works for me.
It works for most people. I don't know why it doesn't work for me.
Oh, something I found out. Remember all those old school, like when digital comics was like all DIY and you had to have that special player to read them and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Those extensions, you can change those to, I think it's .rar, and then you can open them as regular JPEGs. It'll actually flip the entire file.
So you can then unzip it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I found out recently. Someone was telling me about that. I was like, what? I didn't know that.
Necrogoblicon? No, Goblicon. So yeah. There you go, Omer Glitch. Check out Necrogoblicon. It's a song No One Survives. It's a song that got me hooked on that band. Jay Ryan says Moan Bore. Yeah. There's Redneck Rap. Yeah.
There's Redneck.
Moan More.
Yep. Yeah. Diggy Hole. Is that Dwarven Metal? It sounds like something the Doors would say. Black metal,
okay,
black guys who play metal.
Yep.
I mean, there are black dudes that play metal. I mean, Hell, there's a hell of a great rock band named Living Color. Those dudes fucking rock. They were great, man. I think they're still around and kicking too. So
lead singer of Seven Dust is black.
Yeah,
the Bad Brains, awesome. The Bad Brains were pretty dope.
Yeah,
weren't the Bad Brains all black?
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean they were also more kind of punk ska. They did the whole like punk reggae thing long before Sublime did. It's kind of where Sublime got their shtick from. Omer Glitch says, "Hey Shelby, you should make a video of every ASM 300 homage you have made. Wonder how long that video would be."
YouTube.
No, I'm gonna put out the omnibus.
Oh jeez.
Omer Glitch omnibus coming next year.
Fuck yeah. Saw some of the interviews John Goblikon has done. Some of them with Andrew Santino. It's pretty funny. Yeah, John Goblikon is pretty damn funny.
I put one in private. I ain't saying this on no damn live stream, but you ever see that, Luke? No, have you? Hey, they're bad. The singer died, by the way. The singer died, obviously, from like health stuff. But they're actually really good.
That's a hell of a name.
Yeah. I'll never. I can't.
Oh, I have seen this video. Yeah, these dudes fucking rock.
Yeah.
Oh,
really
the lead singer died?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's sad.
It's in the comments, actually. Yeah, that's another one that was recommended. I was like, the hell is this? Yeah.
Yeah,
dude, every once in a while,
seeing this video a long time ago.
Every once in a while, YouTube will give really, really good recommendations, and then you get 3 months of just terrible.
Yeah,
terrible.
I mean, that's like I said. That's where I discovered Intervoid. Weaponized.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's too bad. I can see how that would happen. He was a big boy. He was a big boy.
Yeah, he passed away.
That's sad. Because they were a fucking talented band, that's for sure. Feline says, love Bad Brains. Yeah, Bad Brains is great. Some good shit. Let's see.
Dave Grohl claimed that a lot of, he didn't really drum anything on Nevermind. That was all Chad drums.
Yeah.
But all the stuff later, which would be In Utero, he had said that he basically was just riffing off Bad Brains tracks for like what to come up with.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Some catchy shit Bad Brains had, that's for damn sure.
I already sent it to Luke Hockey.
Oh, let me
I didn't see
take a look.
Send it to me.
Here's your something, Shelby. You might like a vintage.
Hockey, put it on Twitter.
Jesus.
Isn't that terrible?
Yeah. Leonardo Bachbach.
Leonardo Bachbach.
Dude,
that is fucking hilarious.
I think this is 1988. Worse than bucks on eBay.
Yeah, I don't. That is pretty fucking funny, Hockey.
I had the Hulk, and I think I had Captain America, which was funny because you're beating the shit out of Captain America. You're like, take that, Cap.
Hell, Hydra. He turned out to be Hydra anyway.
Yeah. And those things they're not really heavy enough. Like the sand in the pot, they're not heavy enough. Like if you hit it hard enough, it'll go into the neighbor's yard, right? Like you hit it and it's all poof, and it just kind of takes off.
I've got a Fantastic Four one.
I was kind of rough with my stuff
and a few others.
Up.
I kind of like the bot bags.
Yeah, they're fun.
That thing's going for about, I don't know, $150, $175 on eBay. I'll be listing it here pretty soon. Sell that thing.
Did you fumigate it? Did you fumigate it, Rex?
No need. I haven't belched since 1970.
That's why.
I think you're making fun of me now.
I think he's making fun of you.
You tell me happy birthday.
That's what it sounds like to me.
He tells me happy birthday, and
then makes fun of you for having throat cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, me.
Nice job.
Goblicon Goblin was on a Bad Friends episode. Yeah, he's kind of like their hype dude, and they're the official mascot of the band. So he does all their promo stuff. He's like the unofficial official face of the band.
Cute.
I think one of my favorite bands currently is Flesh God Apocalypse. They've been a favorite of mine for a little while now, just because they do like death metal mixed with Italian opera. So you've got these big sweeping operatic, breakdowns, and death metal growls, and then literal opera vocals. They're fucking fantastic. I love them. What were we gonna say?
I was gonna ask if you were familiar with Black Pantera. It's an actual band.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. No, I can't say that I've ever heard of them.
Never heard of them.
Yeah.
Are they on the Googs?
They're on the Utes.
They're on the
Googs and the Utes. Yeah.
All right, I'll check them out. I'll check them out, Schleb. Marvel artist extraordinaire.
Yep. Marvel artist now.
No, I don't think Jimi Hendrix counts as black metal.
No,
Jimmy didn't
rock.
really play metal. He was rock and roll. Like, yeah. Black Goldfinger is my favorite new ska band. Jesus, the fuck. Like, come on, we need better, more original names than these. Like, just tossing black in front of something does not make it a different band name. Come on, we can do better. I believe in you guys.
Do better, Senator.
I do need some
more creativity out there. There has to be.
I need some pinups for that other book I was working on, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
The writer told me, he said, "Hey, if you got any friends that like are willing to do some pinups, like let me know, and we'll kind of look into putting them in there." Did I tell you about that book? It's called Black Frog G.
Well, Frog G is black.
It's called Blacker Frog G.
You don't have the book because Frog G is a black dude.
No, it's Blacker.
Blackest black times infinity.
Frog G.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He's a pretty big black dude, so I don't know how much more blacker you can get.
It's the sun Ebony.
Isn't this like Savage Dragon?
Jesus.
Savage Frog
What
G.
is happening?
Always changing our character.
Some person says Frog G is dark green.
Well,
after he gets turned into a frog.
Yeah.
Why did Rex turn his camera off?
Because he's gay.
Rex.
He's got to go.
I think
Rex
is blowing up that punching bag.
Blowing up the punching bag.
You didn't? Oh, Rex was showing a, those character punching bags where they're clear on the front. And they have the character printed on it.
Yeah, dude, I know what you're talking about. He has one.
Black and white stripes. Oh Lord, they're just terrible. Opposite white is my new Scar band.
Good one.
White Bad Brains. Who's with me? Oh,
Black
Living
Sabbath?
Monocolor. Jesus.
Yeah. What about Black Sabbath?
Oh. Y'all making my brain hurt.
Black Eyed Peas.
One band named Black Eyed Peas is enough. They suck enough for everyone.
Hey, where is the love, man?
I got no love for them. No.
Hey, did you ever see? Who's the singer in the Black Eyed Peas? The female.
There's like 4 of them. Will.i.am? Is he one of them?
No, the one.
Fergie. Yeah. The horribly contagious mumps. Yes.
Chick.
I think he did say.
I did, and you said.
I think you said, what is that one singer? I'm like, there's a bunch of singers.
No, so I'm pretty sure Fergie used to be in that old 80s show, Kids Incorporated. Do you remember that? Like way back in the day?
I remember the show.
See, Jason remembers it. He's singing the intro. Yeah, she used to be one of the people in it. Kind of like like Alanis Morissette used to be in You Can't Do That on Television. She was she was one of their regulars on there.
Yeah, because that was a Canadian produced TV show.
Yep.
That's why it's terrible.
How dare you?
I mean, it was kind of the first kids sketch comedy show of its time,
Yep. And now they do. I don't know if it's still going. The Whitest Kids, Is that still a thing?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
The Whitest Kids you know? What?
Yeah. On YouTube, I was binging the entire run of everything they had. They're funny. They're just skits.
I never heard of it.
I'm sure Jay Ryan's heard of it.
So Fergie was on Kids Incorporated?
Yeah, she was, like, as a kid. Yeah, she was one of the singers.
I would hope so.
Is that a blender you're using, Jason?
That is correct.
Is that one of the Ohuhu?
No, that's...
Yeah, it's Ohuhu. They're really not... They're kind of like blenders, but not really.
That's his Wacom stylus. He grabbed the wrong pin.
Hey, it still works.
I mean, whatever tool works, right?
Yeah. Whatever gets the job done.
Right. Can you see Shelby? You squint like an old lady.
Why does Shelby have to squint like an old lady? What's happening? What are you doing to Shelby?
Henry Bemis says, most hilarious cover band of all time was an all-Jewish band called Jew Driver. They played covers of notorious white power band Screwdriver. Wow.
Jeez.
Never heard of either one of those bands.
Although that is funny.
That is pretty fucking funny, though. That is trolling them hardcore, which I find fucking hilarious.
There's a band that calls himself Blink 188 that does Blink 182 covers, but all the lyrics are very
Are they good?
I mean,
the lyrics are good.
Epic trolling, yes, indeed, Henry. That is some epic trolling for sure.
Shelby,
I can only imagine what that is. So, yeah.
Do you like the individual bandanas colors for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or did you like it when they were all the same color early on?
So
who are you talking to?
Shelby. You said Shelby.
I was exposed. I had a buddy in junior high school who he was older. He was collecting all the original TMNT comics, and he introduced me to Mike Zeck Punisher, and also Eastman and Laird Turtles. He actually gave me his whole. He died. He died years ago, but he gave me his whole comic collection.
Damn, I mean that's a good friend turning you on to Mike Zeck, Punisher, and Turtles.
Yeah,
yeah, and then also the old I think it's called Mech 87 or Mech something, and then also the Robotech comics, like the old 80s, like the 80s ones.
Yeah.
Oh, they put out by Epic.
Yeah, and Akira, the Akira books that were coming out. I think I got the first 10 from him. But yeah, one of the weekends I stayed the night there, and then he woke up and me and his comics were gone, so he gave them to me.
Wait, what?
I don't know that that's necessarily how that works.
Yeah.
So you
totally.
I was on my Trek mountain bike carrying 2 boxes of comics, 2 short boxes.
Notice he didn't answer my question if he liked the individual bandanas or just.
This is where I'm going with it.
Okay, here we go.
Listen.
Listen.
So the different color bandanas do just make more sense to me as like a kid. It just makes more sense. Also, can you imagine playing the multiplayer arcade Turtles like Turtles in Time and all of them have a red bandana? Dude, that'd be so confusing.
That would be confusing.
Yeah, that would get
you
super
have different
confusing.
weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the main thing is the colors.
Honestly, man, I'm indifferent. I really don't. I'm smart enough now to see, I mean, if they're not holding weapons, I don't really know. I mean, I feel like they need some other identifying marks besides the letter of the letter of the artist name that they are on their belt buckle, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. You need something to identify him from the shoulders up, right? Give one of the turtles give him a mustache, like a little skinny one right here.
There you go.
I will say this: I do love the cover to the original NES Turtles game. That is a fucking badass cover to this day.
Isn't that Turtles 4 variant? I think that's the one I have. Yeah.
Yep. Because the original cover to that comic was done by Laird. I think Eastman and Laird did like the original cover, and it was colored and everything. And then they had somebody else redo it, and they did a poster size of that one. And it was all kind of like painted up and stuff like that. And then they used that for the cover of the NES.
Doesn't Plagle know? Am I tripping? Doesn't Plagle know the artist who did a bunch of those cover art for the NES and the Super Nintendo and stuff?
Probably.
He might.
It would not surprise me.
I could have sworn he said something about getting a painted piece from them, and that they're like you knew him. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making this up.
He may have said so. I don't remember. But you could be making it up.
Might have been Billy.
No, it wasn't Billy. No. Billy doesn't know people.
Maybe it was Billy.
No, it's not Billy.
It was somebody.
Billy's too busy eating burritos and falling asleep.
It might have been some person from chat.
Oh, Billy.
Maybe some person from chat.
I think it was Plagle. It was Plagle from chat.
Maybe it's Plagle from chat.
Well, besides the covers, the first time the Turtles were colored, it was in Grimjack. But you actually got to see the Turtles colored.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
also
the book
had
Grimjack.
a crossover in Flaming Carrot.
Oh yeah, I have an issue of the Turtles crossover with Flaming Carrot.
I have
some funny shit.
I got one Flaming Carrot comic just because I think Art Adams drew the cover. That might be the only reason I bought it, to be honest.
I remember the artist.
Art Adams is kind of a weird dude.
Wow.
Yeah, he did one.
Yeah. Love his work though. Love his stuff.
Well,
the artist that did that. Yeah.
No, I was saying he would do this thing where he would only produce 40 pages a year or 28 pages a year, right? And somebody told me when I was working at Extreme, I don't remember who it was. It wasn't Dan. Someone else was telling me that Art Adams back in the day didn't really have any financial responsibilities when he was working for Marvel. So all of his Marvel money went to buy and import Godzilla figures, apparently. He would only work when he had new toys to buy, is my understanding.
Wow.
Well,
I mean, if that's the case, then good on him.
Like Terry Austin, he's a big Popeye collector. You want one of those coveted X-Men pages that John Byrne drew, because he got half of those.
Yeah, doesn't he hold on to everything that he's ever worked on, basically?
He does, unless he really finds a Popeye collectible that he doesn't have, and then he'll drop something, and if he needs additional money to buy it, then he'll that's what I've been told. He'll drop on those X-Men. Other than that, he's holding on to that stuff.
Well, that's
Walt Simonson's the ones that's held on to nearly everything.
that's the, yeah, thank God. That's the only way that they get any of those artist editions out of his, because he has everything.
Jay Ryan says Gojira figures is the only reason I work. Well, there you go.
Well, Art Adams
sounds like what I do.
Art Adams had a killer run in Godzilla, doing Godzilla in the 80s.
True.
He loves to do those monsters.
He does indeed like drawing them monsters. Silver says, makes sense. Why would they need masks? Like, there are so many Teenage Mutant Turtles out there. Because they're ninjas, man, and they look ninjas, cool.
Dude. What's wrong with you?
Happy birthday.
Gotta have the bandanas flapping in the breeze, to give that whole ninja, headband thing, Part of the reason why Ryu is so cool looking. At least that's my guess anyway. It was the 80s. You were there. Broderick, you remember?
70 today.
Who did?
What now?
Pat Broderick, the artist with Mike Barron on Bronze Star.
Nice.
Captain Atom, Micronauts, all kinds of stuff.
That Bronze Star book is gorgeous. That is some fantastic work that he did on that book.
So, you guys do know that the only reason that anime even exists is because of Popeye, right?
What anime?
Doom 2099, Henry says. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
What anime, Shelby?
All anime. It only exists because of Popeye. Because the Astro Boy creator, what's his name? Tezuka? I forgot his name. I was never a big Astro Boy.
That sounds
anyway, yeah. So all of his character models were literally taken from the old black and white Popeye cartoons, and then they kind of adopted the Popeye style, and then it became what it is. But yeah, like Popeye is literally like the resource reference material that was used in the very first.
Yeah, I might have heard that, but anime. I forgot.
I heard that. We called that Japanimation back in the day. Where you had like King Kong, Marine Boy, Astro Boy, that big robot. I can't remember his gigantic.
Well, there's a Boy Robo, Mazinger,
and Speed
Mazinger
Racer,
Z,
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here it was. Yeah, Transwar Z. That was. Yeah, I grew up with that. But it's crazy how many of those were like when they, at least what we were exposed to was actually like 2 or 3 different properties, and they would just like kit bash them together to make stories.
Oh yeah, like that's Robotech. Robotech.
Well,
Harmony
Voltron
Gold is
too.
responsible. Yeah. Really. I always liked Lion Force Voltron. Never really liked the car version of Voltron.
No,
but I still have my my Lion Force Voltron figures.
I would rather have Shogun Warriors myself over GoBots or Transformers. Shogun Warriors were cool toys. I've still got my.
That's in my top 5. Danguard is like definitely in my top 5 like favorite robots.
You kind of feel bad for the GoBots just because they were around first, and then Transformers kind of just showed up and stole all of basically just stole their lunch.
Yeah, they look cooler.
Yeah, I mean, I still have my my GoBots. I have their Fortress, and I have Psykill, and one of the other bad guys. They were all various sizes too. They didn't have any consistency, and yeah, they looked a little goofy. That is accurate.
Well, I think one of the best robot figures from like growing up 80s.
Yeah, your internet is betraying you.
I agree, Shelby. That is one of the best. It's one of my favorites. I have them all actually in triplicate in case I want to play with one more than one time.
Yeah, and that's next week's lotto numbers. So don't.
Sweet.
Got that saved.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice job. Number 1 streamer.
The internet betrays you once again.
Like and subscribe, everybody. Go subscribe to American Discord with an H. Watch him freeze.
Frozen.
Do it now. Get to the chopper.
Watch him freeze and feed Kit Kat.
Yep.
Do it now.
Was that?
Not saying it's.
Damn.
Always nice to have Shelby on.
Why are you like this, Arizona internet?
My
Jesus.
Oh, my Lanta.
Pathfinder. The GoBot's name is Pathfinder.
Oh,
he was awesome.
Leader?
No. Pathfinder.
That was Leader 1. Yeah.
What was that book from Gen 13?
What about it?
It was. Didn't they have a Pathfinder or something titled Path something?
They had a Gen 13 bootleg.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Rainmaker. Rainmaker was Gen 13.
Yeah, they had a character named Rainmaker. That was their last name.
I remember that. I remember Way of the Rat.
That was a cross-gen book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rex, you're supposed to know your comic knowledge.
You said Gen 13.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I meant cross-gen.
Okay, you mock me for drinking aspartame and having memory loss. What's Rex's excuse?
I'm
Listen,
taking
man,
your advice,
I don't know. I was actually just wondering the same fucking thing, Jason.
I'm
Rex.
taking I've been taking your advice. You know, I think it's gospel, so
it is.
It's not helping in my case.
It is.
Rex, stop telling people that Ann Nocenti created Wolverine, dude.
Did I cut
It's
back
not
on
right.
the red dye? I'm just wondering.
Jesus, what?
I mean, now that it's on the internet, it must be true. It must be true. Yeah, Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Anyways, I put it in private. If it did go through. Pathfinder was what I was telling you is like, in my opinion, in the top, like at least top 10 GoBot.
Oh
designs.
yeah, he was the second in command for the GoBots. Yeah, he was a cool fucking yeah.
And
yeah,
the Transformer UFO was really cool too. He was like yellow and green. He had a really cool design too.
Yeah. See, I have Psykill and I have Pincher.
Ooh,
but
I remember Pincher. Pincher came later.
Yeah. Pincher is missing both of his arms though.
Not much of a Pincher now, is he?
No, he sure isn't. But yeah, I still have my Psykill, and Psykill is pretty badass.
You don't have a Copter. You know which one confused me all the time is, remember Crasher? I think it was supposed to be a female. Remember the black Lambo?
Oh,
I think it was the Lambo.
Yeah.
But it would talk and be like,
yeah. It's one of the enemy bots. On the back of the package here, the Crasher is white though.
Right, and also the face was not the animated face.
Yeah.
I would love a like a deluxe version of Crasher though now, you know?
Yeah, it's a cool looking car.
There's some company, they may or may not be the same company that was putting out not Pit, but they do some like updated sculpts of old 80s stuff, and it was pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, Omen knows.
Okay,
Crasher was the female, would stomp her foot in the cartoon and shoot out blast. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just looked it up. They had a title, CrossGen had a title just called Path. And it ran for
The Path, yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. I think I remember that.
2003. It at least lasted 19 issues or more, 20.
That's cool.
So
much.
So apparently the GoBots Crasher was the white one, and then they later put out a black one because of the cartoon.
Yeah.
And then also,
go ahead.
Around 2015, Transformers, I think it was part of War for Cybertron. They put out their own figure, which is a Crasher ripoff. It even has her face, same color, and I think what they did is they just kind of hijacked it since Tonka never put it out.
Well, and also at some point, Hasbro bought the license to GoBots And they started using the term GoBots as their little kids version of Transformers. So they may have rolled the characters into Transformers lore.
It's called Velocitron. Velocitron is the name of the character. But yeah, they completely it's weird, man. They hijacked it. It doesn't even look that great either.
Yeah.
Cool name, Velocitron.
Yeah.
And Screaming Raven, Pincher was kind of like, it didn't have a tail, but the feet stuck out, and they had like these blades that popped out of the feet, and he had pinching arms. It's kind of a weird looking one, but yeah, it was dark blue with brass.
Pit him against the X-23. Do it.
What?
Yeah, Jay might know about this. The toy company that puts out the really, really updated versions of old toys that the toys kind of sucked, but they were cool in the cartoons. The company is called DX9. So if you do any Google for DX9 GoBots, they made a brand new Psykill, but these are 9 and 12-inch figures. They're huge.
Yeah.
And they look
Psykill.
Yeah, they look almost like a Michael Bay version of a GoBot. They look like a Transformer, basically. They're pretty fun. Yeah. But yeah, they're I'm looking at the Crasher that they put out. Third-party sellers got it starting at $236, $250.
Damn.
Yeah, they're expensive. Super expensive.
See, that's these companies know that nerds got they got a little extra spending cash, and they're willing to plunk it down on stuff that helps them relive their childhood.
Yeah, because we're all middle-aged now. We have jobs.
We have jobs, yeah. And yes, Raven, I remember Sectars. I never had any of them, but I do remember them. I mean, everything that is old is new again.
Wasn't in the late 80s the humanoids? Wasn't it?
Inhumanoids. The evil that lies within.
Yeah, I fucking remember that commercial because it would play all the fucking time when I would watch Saturday morning cartoons. The cartoon was pretty cool too. It was pretty dark for a fucking Saturday morning cartoon as well.
Yes, it was very dark.
Holy shit, man. Some of those creatures were fucking twisted looking. Jay Ryan says Jason has extra money to spend on toys because he's single. LOL.
Mm-hmm. And I live with mother.
I
don't buy toys though. I buy comics.
Yeah, I just buy comics. Very, very rarely do I buy a figure anymore, just because I want to open them. And the collector in me is like, oh no, you got to hold on to it, and keep it in the package, blah blah blah. I don't want to buy two of them, so I like the ones that I can open the box to and get the figure out, and then if I want to put the figure back in the box, like if I need to move or pack it away or something like
Comics
that. So, yeah.
are meant to be read, but I do think slabbing, which is very subjective, has a place. I think
it has a place for older books that will fall apart. Like my Uncanny X-Men number 10, I would totally have that slabbed, just because if I want to read that, there are omnibus collections that I can go get and read them. I don't need to be reading the newsprint from the fucking 60s that's going to fall apart.
What about a book that's like 31 years old? The first appearance, I sent mine off to be graded CBCS, graded because I don't like CGC. The first appearance of Harley Quinn. Is that?
I mean, sure, why not?
Yeah, because that you can flip it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Flip it.
Rex, I got like 400 slabs, and maybe only 10 of them are from earlier than the 70s. Yeah, I like the aesthetic of it. I like the way they look, and I like my 9/8s. I'm not a numbers chaser, but
at the local comic shop, I think it cost me $65 to do that. A Silver Age would be $85, and I don't know what a Golden Age would be.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I like them.
Jay Ryan, that's usually what I end up doing, is throwing the box away and displaying the toy. Say again, Shelby. What?
It's just preference. I had that conversation years ago. I was hanging out with Rob, and I was telling Rob I was like, hey, you might want to jump on getting stuff slabbed. Like, I met up with him because I had told him, I'm like, hey, my local shop has all these New Mutants 86 and 98s. They're like $15, $20, dude. Like, and he's like, scoop them up, because the Deadpool movie was going to be coming out. He knew about it. Right. I was like, all right. So he ended up with some of the stuff that I got, and I kept the rest, and I ended up flipping them too. But I was like, hey, you might want to like sign them and get it. Go up to the booth, start an account. And he had that whole super anti-slabs. Comics are meant to be read, this and that. Dude, 3 months later, that dude was selling 9/8s on eBay.
I mean, when it comes to stuff like that, yeah, I can totally understand. But I'm with Henry when he says when people slab new books, they're basically turning comics into giant baseball cards. Yeah, new comics I don't really see a point in. But older books that need to be preserved, that'll fall apart because they're printed on old newsprint, and newsprint has a tendency to deteriorate. I fully understand wanting to slab those books because chances are you can get a reprint and read the story somewhere else.
And I
new books,
the sooner the better on some of those, Luke, because they yellow over time, and so it's
what the new books or the old books?
Old books.
No, old books.
Yeah, old books. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I think slabbing old books is a much better idea. New books, not so much.
Well, people slab
Chuck Brzezinski from Mile High Comics. He says if you got an older key book and you don't get it, pressed and cleaned, whatever, slabbed, you're leaving money on the table. I mean, it, sold in the raw, I could probably get $200-$300 for it, but slabbed, if it comes back a good grade, I could get $800 maybe or more.
Yeah.
Depends. It's hot and cold. It doesn't.
It depends. It's hot and cold, but I think I think for several reasons that's a very good book, and also a good selling point to that. I have the newsstand, and that's about 1% or less of the print run in newsstand in 1993.
Screaming Raven is asking, he says he's seen slabbing comics more and more, especially on Facebook. Is it worth it, though? Again, it's the matter of preference, but for older books, I think so. Shelby has a lot of slab books. What say you, Shelby?
I mean,
yeah,
depends on what your aim. Depends on your aim. I slab one copy of every single book I do. Every single book I have, I got a slab of it.
Well, every single one. There is a guy on YouTube that I think that's where I saw that. He bought 4 books, had them slabbed. Okay, they're key. He knows what he's doing. He flips, and they may already be graded when he buys them. I bought slab books as cheap as $6.50. Believe it or not, I bought multiples from that person. Kept buying from them because they were way too cheap, selling them for way too cheap, and didn't have a lot of traffic coming to the site. So sometimes you hit on that on eBay, but definitely he was like getting 4, keeping 1 that he wanted to keep, and flipping the other 3, and then reinvesting. And he would do that, and he did a video. It's on YouTube. It's been a while since I watched it, so I can't direct it.
I would just recommend
a box
to do
of keys, man, that were all graded, very nice. I mean, first appearance of Wolverine. These were key issues.
So there's a whole nother aspect to grading of signature witness. So if you're doing signed books and stuff, if you're at a show and that artist is there, I know people that have a whole lot of Herb Trimpe signature series books only because CGC was at a show he was at they got all their, Hulk 180s, 181 signed, that, anything else they're, the dude was on Hulk for like years. So
right.
There's tons of good material he worked on, and not so much in the 90s, but, his early work was good enough, it was fun. He defined his era. And so, but I mean, well, he's passed away. He passed away. So now if you got a box full of Herb Trimpe signatures and you were like, oh, comics are meant to be read, not slabbed, and now you're having second thoughts because you're like, oh no, grandkids are going to college, now I need to flip this collection. Now your option is, oh, I'm going to get these.
Oh,
I'm going to get these.
Yeah, his internet decided to crap out on him. It's always right when he's right in the middle of saying something.
I'm going to get these to sell so I can get better internet. How about that?
It's you're now paying for them to verify the signature, which can very well come back that it's a fake. They can actually say it's a fake, even if oh, here's a photo. They don't give a rat's ass. They're like, no, this doesn't match. This, we have a verified signature person. Kevin Eastman himself told me he himself submitted his own autograph books from like when he was in high school that got denied because it didn't match his autograph that they have.
What the shit? That's fucking funny. I mean, it's sad, but that's funny.
Yeah.
Henry Bemis says, I don't mind it for stuff like sketch covers. You're not going to read a sketch cover because it's meant to be displayed. Yeah, see, I can understand that.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, a non that's an asterisk book. Try selling an asterisk book because do you know how many forged Stan Lees are out there right now?
Oh yeah, a lot. I'm sure, tons,
thousands. So. You know what I'm saying? It's without the actual witnessing, So I'm just saying it kind of depends on what you want to collect, man. When I was younger, I met Stan Lee a couple times at a local shop. He was very good friends with Lonnie, who was the owner of the old shop where I grew up. Stan and his wife would take a drive all the way up to the Pacific Northwest every year. And he would stop and get lunch and or dinner with Lonnie and just hang out. They were just friends. And I met Stan in the shop a couple times when I was little, and I didn't want my book signed because I was like, no, you're going to ruin my comics. I don't want your autograph.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Ruined.
It was not like I don't even think I got a photo with him. I think it was just like shake his hand. He wanted to sign books.
Oh.
Yeah, he likes signing stuff, yeah.
Oh, I know he did, yeah.
Yeah, because Lonnie would usually have stuff sitting out, and he's like, hey, would you mind signing some of these? And they're usually for, like, regulars of his that that he'd be coming in.
One, because I think that's an undervalued book even till today,
It's just, it's a thing, it's just part of comics, and you don't have to have a stance or an opinion about it. You can choose to do it or not. I know people who collect that think sketch covers are trash. That sketch covers shouldn't exist. But
I don't think they should exist then.
But I'm saying like the collectors of every level of their idea of what comics should be.
Why shouldn't they exist? I don't get that.
Well, because
people have strong opinions on things.
Yeah. You got purists that think that people shouldn't have their hand on something that they didn't create.
Oh yeah. Well,
but I mean, if I'm being paid to draw a piece of artwork on this cover for somebody, this one of a kind piece of artwork, then I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're right. I mean, I love sketch covers, but I also I have a difference of opinion. I'm going to do what I'm going to do regardless of what someone else thinks or says.
Exactly.
I
mean, that's the beauty of being able to collect in your own way. You do your thing.
Yeah, and that's why some of these YouTube channels really bother me. Like the ones who they really push people like, hey, if you got this key, you need to get it graded. I'm like, no, they don't.
Unless that's what they want to do with the book. Yeah, you don't exactly.
Right, and
what up, ODF? Good to see you, Mike.
Yeah, some of them. I think some of them have ulterior motive of why they do that. I think that some of them, well, obviously anyone that has a channel that's about graded comics is in the business of grading comics.
Right.
So I just think that there's always motive. It's not always about the collector's best interest, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It plays into their channel, plays into their best interest. So yeah.
Rex, I have a good example.
Okay.
I got a good example for you. I had I think it's Marvel Spotlight. It's the first appearance of Adam Warlock. I think it's Marvel Spotlight.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a slabbed, what was it, 7.0? And I got it at Emerald City Comic Con. Andy and I were both doing Emerald City, and we were both just buying tons of comics while we were there. And that's one of them I got because the guy had it for like $20. And I was like, oh, shoot, man, I'm picking that up.
Yeah, no doubt.
And Andy and I both picked up like the first appearance of Death Sandman comics and all sorts of stuff, just raws from these places. And we just ran over to CGC and just got all this stuff graded. I'm like, dude, let's get these graded and just see what happens. And, you know, we got a bunch of, 9.4s, 9.6s back on this stuff without any cleaning, no pressing and stuff like that. But that Adam Warlock book came back, and it came back as, I think it was a 7.0. And at the time, there was all the rumors about he was supposed to be in something. And so the speculator market was, that book went from being like a $200 slab as like at my grading level, like a 200 to like a 500 slab or something like that.
And you didn't even have it pressed or cleaned.
Right. I couldn't sell it. No one was interested in it because it wasn't up in the 8s or 9s. Do you see where I'm going with this? So what I did was I cracked it, and I was able to get a $300 sell on it raw versus trying to get the 500 in the slab. And I'm just saying, sometimes it don't work out. Sometimes it don't work out. Like when you get the thing slabbed, if you're trying to get a slab price, it just doesn't. But raw, it cost me $20, man. I had no interest in keeping this book.
Right.
Zero interest.
Like I've got a first appearance of, I bought it sight unseen, and I don't recommend that, but I bought it sight unseen. There was only one other bidder on it. I bought it for $140. First Silver Age appearance of Hawkman, 1962, done by Joe Kubert. We'll see what it comes back graded. I haven't sent it off to be graded, but that's on my short list to do. Looks great. She said, you'll really like this book. I would not have obtained that book had I not played into sight unseen. And had she posted a picture of that book, which is unusual when they don't post a picture. I took a chance, got the book, was very happy, just like she said. Wouldn't have got that price. It would have got much more bids. So I got it for a steal to begin with. And if I get it graded, it'll become an $800 book. If you look what people are pricing, what I figure it will grade as, and that's just a guesstimate, but it's got the potential, I think, to be like an $800 book. So why wouldn't you, at that point?
I think with graded books, if you're looking at like flipping stuff, I think the safest books, if you're wanting to be a third-party flipper, power to you. If you can make it work, you're good at marketing yourself and your product. That's good. You'll be able to do well in it. I feel like the Uncanny X-Men books.
Yeah, X-Men's the way to go.
TOPicLESS is good, but TOPicLESS is even better. Go shirtless, boys. I want to see some skin now. Hey, I'm completely naked right now if it makes you feel any better. Well, it's Jay Ryan's like, tell me more, ODF. I'm listening. Hey, you got Jay Ryan interested there, old dirty fatty. Sorry, Shelby, continue, man.
No, you're good. You're good. I feel like the Uncanny X-Men run,
like
the Uncanny X-Men run,
like these.
Yeah,
I have both of those.
Yeah, the Dark Phoenix saga has never not been hot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's the pinnacle of I think with
Yep.
storytelling in comics, really.
Also,
one of them.
Here,
Mark.
Yeah, nice.
Here, I'm going to drop an unpopular opinion. Batman Adventures, what issue was it? 12, first appearance of Harley Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Rex
said. Yeah. That should be a $2,000 to $3,000 book raw.
I think so too.
Regardless. Yeah. Absolutely. And here, okay, listen. I'm going to lay this out. How much Harley, this is my own personal opinion. Harley is the equivalent of popularity for DC of what Deadpool is at Marvel, in my opinion. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I think they both equate on the exact same level of popularity. Deadpool probably a little more because of the movies, but I'm just saying, as far as a popular character within a company, they're there, right? How many copies of New Mutants 98 exist?
A lot.
Yeah.
400,000. Do you know how many copies of Batman Adventures 12 exist?
Probably
Not
less than 100,000.
Less than 14,000 copies.
Damn.
That's what they say, and so my copy
less than 14,000 copies. Explain that to me.
Where did you?
The only reason they're on the market. Number? The only reason you see them on the market so much is because all those books went to dollar and quarter bins. All that entire run of Batman Adventures, they all went to quarter bins.
And it was a book that was kind of like Marvel Action Hour. It's kind of geared towards the children.
Yeah.
So explain to me why a raw New Mutant 98 goes for an equivalent of a Batman Adventure 12 raw. It makes no sense to me.
His first
numerically,
appearance.
It makes no sense.
It's not his first appearance. I'm sorry. Take a look at the issue before that. He's in multiple pages on multiple panels speaking. It's only because he's on the cover that one's so popular. But his first appearance and Strife's first appearance is the issue before that. That drives me nuts.
Well, I
found a Frog G card.
They did the same thing.
I don't know who
they did the same thing with Gambit. Gambit was in the issue prior, and the Wolverine.
Yeah.
Wolverine. Hulk 180. Yeah. Hulk 180 is the first. Yeah. Is the first Wolvie. I don't care what anyone says.
Spider-Man, ASM 299.
Yeah,
like those are all their first
Venom. Yeah.
Those sign up for Frog G too.
No, McFarlane even said the first. Actually, the first Venom is in a Web of Spider-Man comic, I believe.
Oh, that's right. He pushes.
It's
Mary
you
Jane
see
or something like that.
You see the Venom hand. Yeah, you see the Venom hand push her onto the train track. Yeah.
Yep.
Frog G. Oh, look at that artwork.
I think they call that like a cameo appearance, and then the first full appearance is
right, but it's still not. Yeah. Comics got some stupid rules, man.
Well,
stupid
rules.
They do.
It's also look at the covers. Which covers look really cool, like ASM 300 or
obviously
the Web of Spider-Man, cover. So yeah, it all like even the Black Suit's first appearance. Now, granted, the Spider-Man one is pretty dope still, but the Secret Wars one is just iconic. So
it is
because the Spider-Man one is just an homage.
Well, the first Black Suit is actually that Art Adams cover. It's the Marvel team up.
Is it?
It came out.
Are you sure?
It hit the shelves. Yes, it hit the shelves before Secret Wars and also before 252. It was Marvel team up.
I can't remember the issue number. I do know that he's in a Marvel team up around the same time also.
142, I think.
Yeah.
We're talking Venom, right?
But like I said, though, look at the covers.
Talking Black Costume Spider-Man.
Black Costume Spider-Man. But if you look at the covers, just it's the iconography is what you're looking for.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was discovered.
The Marvel team up number 141 with Spider-Man in this black costume, and then you got Daredevil and Black Widow on the cover.
Yeah, it's an Arthur Adams cover. Yeah. That was the first. That one that hit the shelf before, and also, by the way, the first appearance of Harley Quinn in a comic happened a full. No, it happened a full year before the Batman Adventures. It was there was a comic book that was packaged with a story on tape that was available at CVS and Walgreens
and
on
there
a plastic.
was also a coloring book. And
but comic, a fully colored comic. It was in the. They don't consider it her first appearance because it was not a direct market item. It was sold to pharmacies, and I disagree. I disagree with it. I think that should absolutely be her first appearance. Like I think.
Well, what about ads? Kind of like Black Lightning. They had a full page ad with him on there. Now you could.
I don't subscribe to that. I don't subscribe to that with advertising. I don't subscribe to that. Like you can argue it's the first time in print.
This? Like Omega Red, his first appearance was on a poster.
You could make a poster of your character 5 years before the book comes out. I wouldn't consider that a first appearance. Yeah. It's an advert. It's an advert.
Well, I mean,
if it was a full
of Wolverine, Fight Me 180.
Right. Well, yeah, that's in a comic book. That's the last. That's the last image on that comic book. Yeah. Again, they call that a cameo appearance and not a first full appearance. First full appearance is considered 181
because he's not on the cover. Bullshit.
Well, he's also not fully in that in 180.
He's not in the full bulk of the story. Is what they consider it?
Yes.
A rare exception would be the first appearance of Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay. Sonic the Hedgehog first appearance is in a I think it's a Comic Value Monthly. I think and the reason they consider whatever it is, the reason it's considered to be the first appearance comic is because there's like 5 sequential pages in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's what. Well, check this out. Check this out. The rules for Sonic is this publication is a comic. It's saddle stitched. It's a 5-page advertisement for Sonic the video game, but it's a comic book, right?
Yep.
It's literally a comic book. That's his first appearance. So explain to me.
What's up, Belmont? Welcome.
Explain to me why the 24-page comic of Harley Quinn isn't her first appearance. Right. That came out a year before Batman.
Because it wasn't part of their continuity. It was a pack-in thing. It doesn't make any sense.
Right. But the Sonic, but here's my argument. The Sonic thing wasn't wasn't available. The Sonic thing was not a retail item. It was something that was packaged in with an Electronic Gaming Monthly magazine.
Mm-hmm.
It was a supplemental. It was not its own comic. It doesn't even have a barcode.
Maybe because it's a video game. I really don't know. Also, it's not Harley Quinn and part of DC. So
Thunder Bunny.
What? What are you doing over there, Rex?
Thunder Bunny.
He's just pulling out random comics now. Henry Bemis says, I always had a problem with Batman Adventures 12 being the first appearance of Harley because it's not in continuity. It should be that Batman one-shot. Mad love. Yeah. There was some back and forth about what should technically be considered her first appearance. For the longest time, Mad Love was considered her first official appearance because it's in continuity. Yeah.
So, my idea of here's the problem with first appearances.
Thank you, Angela. Go ahead.
Okay, so a first appearance, they lay the rules, but then there's 20 exceptions, right? The reason those exceptions exist in the first place is because fans have already financially dove into that original book that was declared the first appearance.
Right.
And now you're retconning their collection. That pisses off. They're afraid that they fear the fan. It has nothing to do with what's actually legit. Like what is the actual first this, first that. It's the fear.
Well,
I
understand that.
It's because the speculators don't have any stashed away. I think for really some of those ancient key books, I think Overstreet's done that for decades.
Stash books away to hold on to.
Well, I mean, keep the values low on some of that stuff, and some of it they hadn't even recognized till enough examples pop up. Like at first, they were saying penny comics never existed. And now you can go on eBay, you can find penny comics. They absolutely did sell these little mini comics. And here's an example of one that was sold in 1966 for Marvel, the very smallest that they've ever made.
Holy shit.
A gumball machine.
Jeez,
yeah.
Rex, where do you get these things?
Where do you get these wonderful toys?
He was around when they first released them. What are you talking about?
The most obscure stuff I've ever heard of in my life, and you just have it right next to you.
No, that's fake news. That is the Thor omnibus. Rex recently won the shrinking machine from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids off of eBay, and he used it on Hulk omnibus by Jack
Making
Kirby.
shit up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Henry says the first appearance of Darkseid is considered to be Jimmy Olsen because he appears on the cover. It should be Forever People #1. Ultimately, the market decides. People like cover appearances.
Yeah,
I agree, Bemis.
Yep. And Jay Ryan says, nerds! It had to be said. And to which I reply, Jay,
you knew what this was.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
What are you holding up now, Rex? What are you doing?
Ads, a tiny mini comic.
Little promo book that was in.
I think
snack cakes.
If it's a comic book, if it's a comic book character, as far as comics is concerned, as a key, a first appearance, it has to be at least a sequential page. At the very least, in my opinion, it's got to be a sequential page featuring the character. I would argue, though, if it's them in a silhouette form on a final page, they did that with Apocalypse. Remember Apocalypse was a silhouette on the last panel of X Factor? I'm like...
Does that really count? That's kind of... Yeah.
I think that needs a vote. I think it needs a vote. It's like, does the silhouette properly display all of the nuts and bolts?
MODOK. It's just like he's on a monitor, and you don't even get to see him clearly. It's just like static. It's supposed to
None of us are that old, Rex. We don't remember that.
Okay. All right.
Angela Curry says Rex lives in a time capsule. The shower is actually an elevator to the outside world.
Right. Yeah.
Old Dirty Fatty says, I believe in a future kind of similar to Fahrenheit 451. In my future, if you don't read your comics, they are taken away and burned.
Oh, I think Rex is the Tooth Fairy.
Why?
I think Rex collects
stealing people's comics and teeth.
He feeds on the teeth and keeps the comics.
Shattered teeth.
Do you guys remember that movie, The Tooth Fairy? Do you remember that horror movie?
I know The Tooth Fairy with Dwayne Johnson.
It was McFarlane made an action figure for it. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It was a horror movie in the
yeah.
90s. Yeah. I feel like it's forgotten media now at this point.
It kind of appeared and disappeared real quickly, if I remember correctly.
Cover Frank Frazetta.
Nice.
Early Frank Frazetta. Well, I mean,
gotta love Frank.
Who signed that?
Bill Black.
Black Frank Frazetta?
Yes.
I thought it a second before you said it.
What that was.
Horrible. Just horrible.
The lead singer of Black Pantera.
Pantera.
Angela Curry says, my mom found a letter from my nephew to the Tooth Fairy. He asked
Shelly,
what he did with the teeth.
Pop-up
he still doesn't know.
Hey.
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
That's a cool book. Yeah.
I don't have that.
And yes, Omer Glitch, Topicless does jump between my channel and Jason's. It'll be on Jason's channel next week.
Lucky.
I don't know. Look at that hand movement. It's sus.
No, that pop-up book is pretty damn cool, man. Yeah.
No, look at his hand.
Yep.
Rex wants you to pay special attention to the...
Of course he does.
Well, some of us have to be entertaining, Shelby. We can't all be deadbeats on here.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my...
Holy
wow.
I'm not even offended.
Shots.
I'm not even offended. God damn. Hang on.
Join into your life.
All right, we've been going for 2 hours and 45 minutes now.
I'm not putting my teeth under the pillow.
Nope. Yeah,
no teeth for you, Rex.
You're not gonna get any more teeth, Rex, or Connor.
You're gonna starve.
Yep. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. Rex, you wanna show what you were working on?
Sure.
Tell people where you can be found.
Over on X, on Facebook under Rex Christian. Usually on my channel daily. I'll be doing daily broadcasts, but it won't be the 4 o'clock shadow for the next 12 days. We'll be over on Shadowhawk's channel, and then we'll be back over on mine. And we're going to have Roland Man on here pretty soon. So from Silverline Comics.
Nice.
You can check out my project, Devil Flyer, on the YouTuber. On the Fund My Comic, and the black and white ash can. If you want that, that's over on Indiegogo.
Nice.
And get your free artwork.
Great pitch, Rex.
Thanks, bro.
That paper has seen some days. Gee, look at that thing.
I know it's got something white.
What have you done to it?
Some of this is whiteout.
If you say so.
Only some of it.
I'm on X.
Yep.
Couple this one feels weird.
Like
I know that is.
You got some blood on that?
Check out AmericanDiscord.com and get your Shelby artwork.
Yeah.
And my esteemed co-host. You want to show what you were working on? Nice, Raphael.
Very nice.
Which I thought I recorded it, but I didn't. So there.
Oh no.
Well,
nice Godzilla King Kong.
You can find me on X at Billy Basco and sign up for my new comic Curiosities and Oddities Emporium, the skirt, coming soon to Indiegogo.
All right, and as for me, I didn't draw this tonight, but since Jason showed a Ninja Turtle, I'll show a Ninja Turtle as well that I did.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll be finishing this one up. And that'll probably end up being in the next underground art auction or something like that.
Hey.
So yeah,
you should draw. You should draw him jumping off in the Spidey ASM 300.
Oh, geez.
Totally. I think I will do that. I'll do that on the next episode. But yeah, it'll be on Jason's channel next week. Make sure you sign up for Mercenary Guild, as I am finishing up the first issue of that. And we'll be launching that later on this year. You can find me at DeathMetalHero, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Even have DeathMetalHero.com. But please join me with my favorite troublemaker on Flying Feline's Happy Hour Hangout next Tuesday at 5 p.m. on her channel. We do drinks, we do fun, and we do trivia. I did absolutely terrible in the trivia, so come join us and see how bad I do on the hard trivia that she does. So there's her channel. So go give her a follow. And if you're looking for jewelry, laser engraving, any kind of stuff like that, check out her Instagram. That's where she posts all that stuff. She's doing some awesome jewelry, and she just laser engraved the cutting boards for the Good Stuff's cookbook campaign. So yeah, go check out her Instagram and follow along. But anyway, thank you all so much for being here. Chat, you guys are awesome as always, and we will see you guys next time. Later.
Had a great fucking job. Thank you very much. Get fucked up. Have a good time. Cheers.
You're the all-singing, all-dancing crap of the world.
But your music's so
Hey, Ben Plagle's here. That's Ben Plagle.